But that's another topic.
Okay.
But to me, that wasn't a match.
Damn.
But I'm a mighty marching bulldog. I march with Latonya Band also.
Y'all were bulldogs?
Yes,
I wasn't.
bulldogs.
We was
She
at
was
MLK.
deep in that band too. That's the
Y'all
crazy
was lions,
part.
I thought.
We was
I
lions.
don't play about the band, baby. I would
Okay.
take you under.
Oh,
like,
you were in the band?
Fat.
What was your? What you play?
I don't know shit
I
about
played
band.
clarinet.
Well, get the fuck out of
I'm
here.
serious. I played clarinet.
So you was out there
Definitely.
throwing them hands, and then you was
Yes.
up and auditioning for drum
Definitely
lines.
strike me as somebody with a trombone
No,
or
the band was
something.
lit.
Hit motherfuckers
The
with a
band
big
was
tuba.
lit. Seriously.
And it's crazy because I didn't even graduate from Latonya,
At
but I
all.
still.
But she was still like
At y'all shit, too?
affiliated. Yes, she's gonna always be affiliated.
She just couldn't go after they rezoned. That's really what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's
Yeah,
what it was.
because you know they split us up.
They did. They messed us all
She
the
was
way
hating
up.
it.
Oh, they did rezoning down there with y'all too?
But the
Yeah.
crazy, the best thing about me and India, the main reason why me and her get along is because we both just grown as hell at this point.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Even if we did get into arguments before, we
I was about to say,
grown.
because me
Yeah.
and Mark, listen, all my
She's
bros.
she's a yin to my like.
Yeah,
Sometimes when I'm
easily.
strong, she know to like fall back, and when
Yeah.
she's strong, I know to
We
fall
just
back.
know
Yeah.
it's weird. We just
That is weird. I'm gonna be honest with
Yeah.
you. All right, so, and just, so what you do after high school, after you left the band? What you do?
I went to school. I'm a mortuary scientist. I'm a certified
shit.
mortuary scientist.
Oh shit! Okay,
yeah,
Miss
but
Big Bang. Hold on, what
I
was that
don't-
girl from Housewives that did that
Phaedra.
shit? Phaedra. Okay,
Yes.
Miss Phaedra Jr.
And she was just like her.
Yeah,
Bad,
I do. I'm on call with them. So basically,
Can you embalm a body?
I'm a mortuary scientist. That's what we do.
First off, be
You
clear.
cold.
Be
You
clear.
cold.
I'm a mortuary
He just
scientist.
asked you the
That's what we
basics.
do. Yes, that's what we do.
Cause you gotta be
crazy.
cold. Like when I worked
No.
at that hospice and they used to carry the bodies out because the mortuary people come pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
They cold, bro. They can look over a dead body, check it and everything. Put the
Yes,
cloak.
because it's work. It's you know that you're
Yeah.
there to do a job.
Yeah.
I guess
You
my
know,
my
it's
question is what happened when they don't let all that air out and that body get.
It comes
Fart.
out. It happens.
They said sometime about.
They do. They lift up on
I'm
you.
like, oh.
They still
You don't jump.
I might be up
No,
in there.
because
With,
it's normal. You know that's what they're gonna do. That's just what they do that.
So you gotta go to school for that shit. Because
Yeah, you
imagine
have
not going to
to.
school and you in
You
there
have
trying
to know how to embalm.
and nigga just
You have
sit
to
up.
know what veins you can stick the embalming fluid in. You have to know how to dry the body out. Like it's a process. You really have to know what you're doing.
Who like how you find out about it? How'd
Yeah,
you
that's
get into it?
Well, when I was 5, my grandmother was like brutally murdered.
Damn.
Yeah, so we never found out who murdered her. So I just got like a fascination with like bodies and forensic stuff.
I knew you was
So,
that.
yeah, so I went to school for mortuary science first, then I went
said I knew
back
you
for
was
forensic
dangerous.
science, crime scene investigation. So I have associates in that, but I don't do that.
Yeah.
I just got it under my belt.
Okay.
I'm a medical assistant as well, certified medical assistant.
Okay.
I work for the state. I work in Department of DBHTD, developmental behavioral health issues.
Oh yeah. We used
so-
to service y'all when I did IT for the state. Dale.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we familiar
Yeah.
with
So
that,
I
yeah.
help individuals with intellectual disabilities or mental health disabilities get like an IDD waiver, so that they can be mobile. People can come in and help them, stuff like that.
Cool.
So that's my 9 to 5.
Okay.
And then on
Just say you get money.
I
That's
do.
all you got to do.
Period.
on my
Just say I
spare
get money.
time.
And tell about your
I
businesses.
am.
Yes,
I
please.
have a telemed business called Telecare for Me. It's like a basic. It's an online doctor's office. So basically, when the pandemic had hit, a lot of people weren't able to go into the doctor. You would just log on to a computer and visit the doctor like that.
Yeah.
I have my own company doing that. I have 20 doctors that work for me that's licensed in over 45 states.
Yeah, black
So
woman,
that's
go
business
ahead.
number one. I also have a cream that I just created. It's called Shed It Fast Fat Eraser Cream. It burns calories off the stomach, keep you, tight and right.
Do it work for men too? Because I need this. It's about time
It
we
does. It
drop
works
this COVID
great.
weight.
It's not gender
It's
biased.
not gender biased. And,
Okay.
my husband uses it every day.
Okay.
My cousins use it, but anyway. And then my third business, I have a brow business. It's called Sophisticated Brows.
Oh shit.
I do micro braiding, micro shading, and ombre brows.
Oh shit.
wait,
Yes.
micro braiding.
Micro blading,
Oh.
micro shading.
That's all the
Isn't he out here
eyebrows.
with
Yeah,
Don't play with
eyebrows.
her.
No, I
Competition,
Don't
right?
play with
I need that
her.
articulation.
Yes.
Okay.
East side lingo.
Right. It's like, wait a minute.
I like this.
Andy, hold on. You
My
got-
last, I just got a new business with my sisters. It's called My Sisters Concessions. We sell drunken snow cones as well as kitty cones. We do popcorn, popcorns, cotton candy, and we also do bouncy houses.
Oh
and we
shit.
can do any event, any occasion. So that's pretty much what I do.
Hey, bro,
I have an 11-year-old too. So don't forget.
You
Shouts
touched
out to
Miko
my
hard
baby.
with them bouncy houses.
You a beast. That's right. Mommy, I want snow cones and bouncy house
Man,
at 8
listen.
o'clock in the afternoon. By
Listen,
Yeah.
we got all that. So
He the only kid out there with a bouncy house in the backyard and a whole
I do
snow
a
cone.
lot. But that's about it though.
You do. I see why you live where you live now. It's all making sense. You've been getting
Play
that
hard.
bag.
Play hard, live
Good,
great.
man. I love to hear that, man. These are black goddesses, man. This is
about it.
This is you know what? This is better than anticipated. You know what I'm saying? Because I was definitely expecting
Little ratchet come
man,
in.
listen.
Miko don't like nobody that work one job.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm just saying, if you're young and you're capable, why not?
I haven't worked more than one job and I don't know how long.
I'm telling you, and especially with the culture we live in the city, y'all know
Yeah,
how it is.
you
Where
gotta get it.
live off a man, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Just go girl, get hit money
But
from him.
no,
but
you know, hold up,
Let's go.
because you know
now listen,
nowadays women get more money than the men.
That's been that way for a minute though.
You know, we are getting.
Is it though?
No, not.
But is it
it's
really
been
though?
that way, but it's.
It's a lot of broke niggas out here.
It
Like
might-
I always
might
tell,
look
I always
that
tell folks, it's the bad bitch era right now.
it
Like
might look that
we
way. I give y'all
really,
When-
for at least the last 5 years,
No,
niggas been broke.
Listen, so I'll say this. Understand
What you
this.
finna say? Cause you've been really quiet.
Right, I've
You
been
don't speak a lot.
No, I
No,
do.
I'm-
I do.
Okay.
He's like, no, I do speak.
intimidated.
It's just,
Nah.
we
He
just started.
intimidated. I don't think
Nah,
so.
yeah, you're not gonna overtalk me.
I know that's right.
No, but so we got this. How? That's the first question. How is it that I'm not saying that women ain't coming up, but how is it that the tables have turned so much that it's just broke men out here
Niggas
like
is
that?
lazy.
They might be.
Niggas
That's
is
a
lazy.
that's a
No
possible
ambition,
theory, and I won't.
Hold on, what niggas
I'm not.
is
Hold on.
lazy?
I'm
A
not
lot of
saying that
niggas.
that's not true, but I will say that when you focus on a certain group and when you around a certain group, that's what you're gonna get.
It motivates you.
But
yeah.
when you around, like if I'm a young professional and I'm mingling around young professionals, if I'm just in my lane doing my thing, I'm gonna come across the people who patron my business. I'm gonna come across.
But
people
that don't
who
mean that
around
you
me.
ain't gonna fuck with no broke bitch though.
No, I mean men don't care as much.
That's a
right.
motherfucking
Apparently.
fact.
men
Right.
do
Tell 'em.
not.
The
They do
difference
not.
is.
Apparently.
I don't
The
slaughter
question
so many
is,
women outside their
the
parents'
question really is,
I'm just saying.
What the fuck?
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
are you around
Yeah,
the
I'm
men
talking
that
the
ain't
truth,
broke? Are you around the dudes
You
that's
basically
hustling and
said-
going to get it? Men take a very formal route, right? It's men that's plumbers, it's men that drive CDLs, it's men that are accountants and therapists. These men is still out here,
Right.
but
What are
you
you
might
attracting?
just get the
What are you attracting? Is that
right.
what you're
You
right.
might just get the worker,
And-
or you
and-
might position yourself.
And I totally
where that's all
understand
you
what
see.
you're saying about that because I know for me, I have this thing where you can't be my friend if I can't come borrow money from you. If you and I say this because
Man or woman?
no, yeah, man or women, and I
Okay.
say this because I'm the type. And more will confer. I'm the type of friend. If I'm your friend, I'm gonna go above and beyond. I'm gonna make sure you good. If you know, you can always count on me. If I say we gonna do this, you can always count on me. So the people around me, I need to have that same company and energy around me. So if we're not on the same level, you can't even converse with me. I have had to cut off one of my best friends because of a situation like that. If you can't catch up, then I'm gonna leave you behind. So when you're around some people, they motivate you. They make you wanna, you know what I'm saying, get out and go get the bag. But let's just say you a man and you around a woman and she ain't just as motivating. She don't get up, clean the house up. She don't, you know what I'm saying?
You're
It kinda
bringing back
have
my
your
past.
spirit. It kind of have your spirit like that, man
That's a
or
fact.
woman.
That's a
you know what I'm
fact.
saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
got family
totally.
members like that.
Now I do want to say this as well. A lot of niggas be out here job fishing, hat fishing, cat fishing, job fishing.
What's the job?
wait,
Niggas
right.
look
What's
niggas
job
look
fishing
real good, real stable, real financially attractive.
Yeah.
And then you go out the third day, you be like, wait a minute, this nigga
Until
living
you
out his
really,
car.
Yeah,
Oh,
until you really,
shit.
yeah, you do got a lot.
How else I'm gonna stay with you?
How else I'm
I'm
gonna keep taking your
saying-
ass to SCK?
No, but you have a lot of guys, and I don't know if they
Like,
because
wait
a
minute.
lot of women are like very materialistic, and they making it higher for like how you gonna say you want a guy to have this and that, but you don't have that.
Yeah.
How you gonna say you want this, but we go to a restaurant, you order the highest thing on the menu, but you by yourself, you know damn well you won't order that shit. So it's like
I went to a restaurant yesterday and spent $20 on myself and had a great time.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was being cheap. It was like this is
But
what I
that's
wanted to
what
eat.
you
Yeah,
wanna
and I had a
eat.
great time.
And you had a great time.
But
And
I
that's what
go
I'm
with a
saying.
woman.
Standards are
That
high.
lobster look good at a.
But standards are high, especially when
Yeah.
you
This is
date
the thing with
true.
me.
right now.
If
That's
you
true.
date
That's
me, baby boy,
This-
She gonna
this-
break your back.
This girl.
She
I'm not gonna break your back, but that's be
your-
prepared. I want a drink. I want an appetizer, and this is because I'm greedy. I want an appetizer. I want a main course, and I want
And I
dessert.
like
Are you?
food.
Hold on, hold on.
typically-
Are you taking stuff home?
No, I'm eating it.
Everything,
What do you mean?
there.
Yes.
Everything, Dale.
Okay, I don't
you
want.
mean
I don't want
Friend, you mean you eat after you greedy
No.
friend?
Y'all know I like
No,
to
Mo
eat.
is greedy.
Look,
She is. She is
I
greedy.
think niggas like they take me like out to eat sometimes on the first date because they pay attention. Like this bitch like to eat, so I'm finna impress her by taking her somewhere. Cause I'm a eat.
Do you pregame?
Sometimes I even
Yeah,
treat for the
she
dessert.
pregame.
I don't think that's a hard asking though, for like just for drink appetizers and
Yeah, I'm a
dessert.
real.
Yeah, that's actually nice. Now, if
'Cause that's
she
what I'ma
talking-
do when I go
If
out.
she talking about loading up on food and double
Does the
meals,
No,
rest
I'm
of-
not
and they
taking
got
no
the
back, no
boxes.
doggy
No,
bag.
but does the
home.
rest of
A
it-
whole doggy bag. Oh,
I
I
ain't
ain't
buying-
that.
Word?
Man, facts. Let me tell you something. When I was single,
She said, "For a fact."
oh, I don't play the radio. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't play the radio because I know that I can bring to the table. When I
respect
go
that.
on a date, oh, we gonna eat here, but I need to take my daughter some food to go. So we can go and order our food, but to go, Zion need a plate to go.
I
So
don't
let
have
me
a
see
problem
what
with that.
Zion wants.
I do.
And every man, I ain't never had a man. Why you have a problem with that? I've never had a man that had a problem with that. But
Because, well, I'll tell you a few reasons. One,
Damn, a few.
right,
Fuck.
Now keep in mind, me and Mark date differently.
right.
Okay.
All right. So I don't
Disclaimer.
mind.
And,
yeah,
and
just-
let me just let you know, when I dated, I wasn't just out here dating. These were men that I were with.
So we
Oh,
talking
okay.
first date or we talking?
No, not first date.
Okay, so
Men
on the
that
first
I'm
date,
with.
it's just y'all. He getting you your food.
Yeah, but if
Okay.
I'm with you and we together,
Okay,
that's
okay,
fine.
that's
Has he
different.
met?
Okay,
Has he
okay,
met
okay,
your
okay.
daughter at this point?
Well, honestly, I didn't let anyone meet my daughter because I want to make sure when I was single, I want to make sure things were like serious with
Yeah.
because my daughter is young and she's a
Impressionable,
girl and I
yeah.
didn't want.
I get it.
She only
feel
seen
that.
me and her dad. She never
I
seen
get
me
it.
with another man.
I respect-
so.
But
respect
also
that.
at the
I
same
respect
time, if I'm not at a level for me to meet your daughter,
Why should you be feeding her?
why should I be at a level to provide for her in any capacity?
Because you having sex with me.
So-
enough
And
for
that's
me.
what comes.
Right. And so
Listen, let me.
That'll do
I'll
it.
let you
I'm not.
finish.
I'm just saying
Let you finish.
we.
That'll do it.
I'll give you a few things.
Hey.
One, the standard ain't the same everywhere.
Hey.
Right? So people come with these preconceived notions that this is what's supposed to happen. I can't tell you what's wrong for you, what's right for you.
Right.
You married now.
Right.
It worked.
Right.
But to the same
To my child's father at that.
right, to the same degree.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, we were just separated at the time.
Okay.
I'm about to, so he's sitting here putting down payments on something that he ain't getting no.
It-
Don't even know you about to make
He
a
got this.
comeback.
He got this layaway, and then it got sold.
No, it wasn't even that. We were separated. We weren't together. He was with someone else, and I was with someone else. I had to
I
move
got you.
forward,
Just doing like a
with
break.
my life.
I got you.
You know, but
I'll
we
send you
end
a
up
tab,
coming
though.
back together. If it's real, it'll
I mean,
come
listen,
back.
it's all
That's what
dating is
happened,
always
you know?
a risk. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is.
You-
Right.
It's always,
But
it's
if
always
it's
a
meant to be,
Dating is
it'll
horrible.
be.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just
We
saying-
separated and we came back. So
I'm just saying if it's certain levels to investment, right?
Yeah.
So when you tell me I'm investing in your kid, that means I'm a part of your kid's life. in
No,
some
I
way.
totally understand what you're saying. I
So
understand.
that's all my
No,
thing is. I don't
make
think
a
you're
valid
wrong.
Point.
Yeah, you do, but
You
let
make
me
a valid
tell
point.
you why what India said is actually concrete, and that needs to actually be women do need to set a standard in
And
how they
wait,
deal
and
with
before
men.
you say what you're saying, is it a limit to the amount of kids you would do that for?
Oh, every man is a limit to his
different,
resources. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
I
how
guess it
much
just
he can
depend on,
afford.
yeah,
Yeah,
You
what
just have
he can
one.
afford.
yeah, what he can afford and what he's
Yeah.
willing to spend. Yeah, so
Because some girls got a lot of kids.
facts. We
I have
talking about
4.
six kids. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh, 6 is a lot.
Hell yeah. 4 is a lot, Mo.
to a motherfucker with no kids,
I know 4
hell
is
yeah.
a lot.
Yes.
You don't have to look at
Why
me
you
like
think I only
that.
got one?
bitch.
No, why you
What
think
you
I only
talking
got
about?
one? 4.
Let me say.
Hats off to you.
Let me
I
say why
know.
India, why what she said is important. Because, and then listen, and I know this gonna hurt, the black guys out there. I know. listen,
Right, he said-
Come on, Kevin.
I know this
Right.
gonna fuck us up. You know what I'm saying? But
Samuels.
listen, it's real. Women need to go back to having standards, setting standards for access to themselves. We have gotten to this pimp hoe culture.
Instead of these $40
Because-
that y'all been giving y'all.
Because
for.
women are easily cheaping themselves and giving themselves up to us. Now, if women had these standards of no, this is a certain level of what it's going to take to get to me, here's what men are going to do. we're going to raise our standards and say, okay, you know what? If it takes this to get to you, then it's going to take this for us for this to work. Meaning it's going to take a lot more commitment out of me and us for this to work. That means that I'm not just dating around just to date around now. Now we really trying to play for keeps. Because if this is what it's going to take to have to date you and deal with you, then this is what I'm going to want at the same time. So standards are going to increase across the board. That means performance are going to have to increase across the board. That means it'd be better for us all out here. Because right now we in a mix of a cheap experience. I ain't got to do shit but take you out. I ain't got to worry about your kid. You going home to kids, your kid's hungry.
But if your kids have I completely understand what you're saying, but me as a parent, as a single mom who dates, me as someone who dates, I'm looking for someone who is compatible, who likes kids or whatever, but I'm not looking for a daddy for my kids.
Yeah, but you should be looking.
So I'm not looking because they have a daddy.
They can have.
So I'm not looking for a replacement for their father. I'm not looking for you to do anything, right? But also to know, you have to know we are a package deal. But if we're going out and we're doing things like that, I think it's sweet if you think to my kids like, let's buy them a whole dozen.
Nah, I wouldn't voluntarily. Hell no.
But I'm not finna ask you.
Nah, you get walked over.
It does make a difference. It definitely does. But I'm not the type of woman that's gonna demand that you do something for my kids because they have a dad in their life.
Right. I think if a woman came to me with these are my, I actually respect, and listen, I've been in these streets, but I definitely respect a woman who has standards. Most men respect.
That doesn't mean I don't have standards.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
It don't mean we don't. It don't mean we gotta like the standards. But when a woman sets standards, that shows me how serious she is. And if I gotta take her serious because of her standards, then I'm gonna approach even dealing with her more seriously than I would just.
All right, so let's do this because I always got an issue. Because he's always willing to tell you he's going to provide for you, right? And so that's something that he'll put out there.
But I don't know. That's separate. What I do for a woman is separate from what I advise most men. Hold on. All right.
The difference is we confuse me showing you that I'm financially stable, financially secure, financially progressive, and all of that with the what can you do for me at this moment, right?
Yeah.
Because no different than some women value. You got to take me to this high-end restaurant to show me that you can provide. You got to fly me out. You got to take me on vacations. Instead of saying, are you financially responsible and are you doing these things? Exactly. And in time, those things are going to trickle to you once we intertwine ourselves.
No, hell no. That's too much of a risk.
No, because dating is literally dating. If we're not together, for you to obligate me.
But that's the problem.
No, I'm not saying, but that's different than saying don't have no standards.
Okay. All right.
That's very different than saying, Mo, you just need to be okay with whatever I bring.
Right. Because I have standards, trust me.
So what I'm saying
but I'm not looking for no daddy for, like, they got a dad.
I still don't agree with that. However,
me neither. Yeah.
Because I'm going to get into that in a second. But to make this point very clear, I am simply saying that me throwing money at you and throwing money at your financial situation, whether it be you and your kids or whatever, is very different than me saying I'm going to be around for. Because that just means whoever got the most money going to win.
Right. And you might just be doing it for the time being.
Right. And it's people that can finesse situations.
There's a lot of finesses out here. This is Georgia. This is Atlanta.
And that don't show you that I'm financially literate, that I'm financially responsible. That means that I'm going to do whatever I got to do for my agenda.
That's true.
I done told women, all right, cool. I never asked women. I
stopped asking
marriage, women. I stopped asking women where you want to go, and I said what type of food you like, because you might only know Papados.
Right.
I might take you to a place that don't got the name that's still a great experience.
Right.
And my dad always told me women don't it's not up to a woman to dictate how you spend your money.
That's right.
So if I done told women it wasn't in my budget. What that mean? That mean I got a budget.
Right. And this shit ain't in my budget.
You broke.
But I also right. And guess what? I wish a woman would call me broke. Because that's when we gone. She's sitting at home by herself now.
When you are able to tell a female that's not in my budget, that means you're financially literate and you are responsible enough to know that I cannot afford this right now.
And I'm having an adult conversation in an adult way. And if you don't like that,
then we definitely can't do nothing together.
Because when I first meet you,
because at least you keeping it 100 and letting me know, okay, this is what it is. Okay, cool.
And when I first meet you, you're not gonna automatically be prioritized before my kids, just like I'm not gonna be for yours. Not to you.
Right. He said, now to you.
The reason I disagree with what you're saying in that you should be looking for someone to play a father role because it's one thing.
Okay, the role is one thing, but I'm just saying, like, for instance, if my kids need shoes for school, I'm going to ask their dad.
Right.
I'm not going to ask you.
Right. We're not saying you're looking for a charity.
Are you looking for a husband?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
once
y'all intertwined, you're going to want that. It's going to be a lot about that dynamic that they're going to have to lean on.
But it's not something that I'm going to, while I'm dating right now, it's not something that I'm just, because niggas just.
I ain't going to say dating. He want the dating.
No, I'm talking about dating right now where I'm at.
Dating for fun, having fun.
I'm not dating for fun. I'm dating for marriage.
See?
But I'm not going to come out the gate telling niggas, hey, you know.
Ain't nobody going to shoe carnival 4 times.
Right. Exactly. I have 4 children. Like,
listen, if a woman, listen, when I say I've been in these streets,
my God.
Listen, when a woman says, hey, think you're a nice guy, blah, 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 you know, we go on a date, we have a great time. Hey, as we're talking about what we want out of life and want out of our partners, well, this is the standards I have in dealing with me. I am eventually looking for a man who's willing to be a father figure to my children. Even a man, a conscious man who's able to take you out to dinner to a nice place or whatever, once he hears you got kids already, he hears you want marriage, he already know in the top of his mind, okay, shit, that means I gotta eventually prepare to be like a father figure to her kids. Whether if their dads are great and awesome in their lives or not. He know in the back, as a man, you just know that off real.
Yeah.
I think most men who approach me already know that.
They gonna have to know.
They already know I got kids. I don't hide that at all.
But the mentality for those men is also going to be regardless of what where their dad is. If I'm going to deal with her, I'm going to have to take full responsibility. And then what the dad do is a plus. And then from there, once he start understanding you, then he can, switch his dynamic.
Tolerate ain't shit men coming into their life and not being a father figure for their kids. Just because that woman is so infatuated with
Let me tell you, when I was dating, it got to the point where I had to tell the guy I was dating, like, look, he was trying to actually adopt my daughter. And I'm like, no, her dad.
I've definitely had men try to move too fast.
Yeah,
I'm just too protective of my kids.
Give my daughter his land. And I'm like, no, her dad is in her life. You don't gotta, slow down.
Yeah.
Right. You trying to get in.
Yeah. I don't like that. Like, that makes me question.
That makes me scared.
That's a dude trying to get his name tattooed on your back.
Trying to control
I don't let niggas know where I stay. I'm going to meet you where I'm going to meet you.
Right.
You feel me? I don't let them know where the fuck I stay because niggas is crazy, and black women are one of the. We are not protected out here in these streets. You feel me?
Whoa, hold on, no.
Don't do that. We don't allow that narrative. One,
it's the truth.
But it's the truth.
Hold on. Question: who is supposed to protect you?
The police.
Everybody.
The police and something's happened to us, they don't protect us how they would protect the white women.
Wait, so the police are supposed to protect you?
Yeah, it's like, okay, let's just talk about, we call them somebody stalking us or, he's stalking you. Like,
they make you look like, right.
Yeah,
like, what are you doing for him to stalk you? Right.
No.
That's why so many women who are victimized don't even tell nobody about this shit.
Or the ones that are victimized, they still end up getting killed. You know,
if you got
the statistics for black women, have y'all looked at it?
Yes, we looked at it. Yes,
Okay.
Black women are definitely the highest group when it comes to abuse, when it comes to
trafficking.
We're not protected.
But there's caveats to all that. Every group of men are abusive to their community.
This is a proximity
thing. But I'm just saying,
we're just keeping it real.
But hold on. I feel like it's higher.
That's fair.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, and that's fair that you feel that way. But let's also look at the reality. These men and these other groups that are protecting their women, that's because that's their wives. We don't marry most of the women in our community. Our women don't. So that you're not my responsibility.
If Brad sees me getting my ass beat by somebody, 9 out of 10, he's gonna get his ass beat too. But Brad may stop.
Nah.
If Eric sees me getting my ass beat, Eric's gonna mind his motherfucking
one thing
business.
about Caucasians, they are very nosy.
And black people will say, and black men have said, and black men have said, no, I wouldn't help because I've seen a bitch go back to her dude.
Yes.
Okay,
I don't want to get into
but in the moment, right then and there, while you're seeing her get her fucking ass slapped and her fucking lips is on the pavement, why you just watching?
I'll give y'all this example, right?
For real.
Right. So
from a man's perspective,
I'll give y'all this.
Okay.
Y'all, it's narratives, right? So one, we got just the progression of independence, right? so often it seems like this narrative gets held up when we say y'all not protecting us, but it is what point are you looking for protection?
Right.
Are you looking for protection? Do you have brothers?
I have one brother.
You got a brother? Do you have brothers?
I do. I have one brother.
Okay. Well, she got a husband now, but I'm saying we going to go pre-husband and she's single. So we get to a point where, one, do you have healthy relationships with men in your life?
Yes.
And
my dad, my mom and my dad are still married.
What does have to happen?
Hold on.
They're 40 years into.
What would your brother do? What would your brother do?
My brother gonna beat a nigga ass.
Your brother gonna beat a nigga ass.
He has.
Your dad gonna beat a nigga ass. What are you gonna? He not.
Her husband gonna beat a nigga.
Stop.
No, we talking about pre-husband. Because he's her protector now.
If something ever happens to me,
yeah.
what are you asking?
Your husband aside, you need protection. You got your brothers. You got your brothers. You got your dad. Were they your protectors appropriately?
Coming up, yes.
So when we talk about these things, when we talk about protection, your protection happens based on your proximity as well. The people you have in your life are your protectors. People are now wanting strangers to protect them when that's not the case.
Thank you.
No,
that's not the case for Becky. That's not the case for Maylene.
I'm saying if you go, let's just say you get raped, a black woman gets raped or a black woman is beating, she goes to the police department, she goes for help. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about within your home.
But when we start talking, because we're not playing the oppression Olympics either.
Yeah, no,
so when we say black women are the least protected, black people are the least protected.
Right. And hold on, and they talk about
but when you break it down further.
Yeah, black people.
No, you can't say that because astronomically the rate of black men in jail.
I agree.
So we don't need to be protected because we locked up and we a voice unheard.
We didn't say that. That's not what we're saying.
I'm saying when we talk about who's the most.
When I hear women say that all the time.
Wait, when you hear women say what?
Oh, black men aren't protecting us. You know what? Let me tell you. Remember when I told you I was a bouncer? That was our job.
Well, I don't have protection issues. I don't need nobody.
I know you don't.
That's not what I'm saying.
But you're not.
Well, she gonna pull out that purse.
I am.
I have protection
right
issues.
now.
But not just that. This
I'm
speaks to how important it is to have a healthy nuclear family.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
You need that man there to protect you. Women need to stop acting like I don't need a man. That is one of our responsibilities that we take pride in.
I let my husband be him.
He's not talking about you.
If my husband out around me, I'm gonna protect me.
Right. But exactly. Now that's the point I get to. Because women, a lot of black women say that when they're out in public, they want a stranger of a black man to come break shit up. Now here's the caveat to that a lot of these women, I want them to digest. There have been black men who've broken those fights up when things occur between a man and a woman. You want to know what happened to a lot of those black men? They got killed.
Yeah.
They got killed. You want to know what else happened after he got killed? The girl got right back with the boy.
Either
he went to prison,
he went to prison,
and she seen his pen pal.
That just happened to one of my
real. A lot of women don't.
That's one situation. That's one woman.
But you're asking her husband, who got to take care of her family. Hold on. You're asking
if you
her husband.
See, I'm saying protect us. That's all I'm saying. If you see somebody getting their fucking ass beat, if you don't feel man enough to jump in and stop them, at least call the police.
So let me ask you this.
Call the police.
Let me ask you this.
Call the police.
Hold on, Mo.
And that's what we do.
If you don't want to jump in, call the police.
Hold on, let's do this. Because we still don't. Let's keep in proximity, right? Let's keep proximity. Let's keep proximity. Mo, my neighbor. I know Mo and them in an abusive relationship.
Right.
Not only do I know that,
not
only do I know that he be putting hands on Mo, I know Mo be turning up on his ass too.
Right.
Right? Because that's
just them.
That's them. Right. So at what point do I say, oh, this Mo turn, she getting her ass whooped. Let me call. Let me call.
All you got to do is just make a report. Niggas is over here fighting.
So
that's your due diligence.
And Mo comes back.
That's your due diligence.
It's a cycle.
That's your due diligence.
So now it's not protect black women.
Women who are victimized, it takes them several times to leave the person they have been victimized by. The women who have been victimized will go back to the person. I get that. It's because they don't. It's like a disease.
Right, but you want
your due diligence is calling the police, making your report. If she keep going back to him, that's none of your business. But what I'm saying is, if that's your neighbor, and if you doing all of that and you know what's going on, make your report. Okay, niggas is over here fighting. I hear them. That's your due diligence. And after that,
no. What you just did. But then when old
girl turn up dead, you gonna be like, damn.
No, I'm gonna say we are we are victims of our decisions.
Right.
And so what you want to say is that's no different than me walking up to somebody doing drugs like, stop that shit. You need.
I didn't say that.
Because now
that's not what I said.
What I'm saying is
you're taking
you're wanting someone
exaggerating.
No, it is an exaggeration, but it is also what you're saying is if I see somebody if I see a white van pull up and somebody take her, God forbid, I'm not gonna stand there and record it. That's when I'm gonna intervene in. I'm gonna try to do whatever I can then.
Right.
What you're saying is, and which is very common, is these situations where I'm supposed to be the responsible adult, absent of two responsible adults, and then it doesn't just, if this is your neighbor, it's not just one person go to jail, they get back, they did it. It is, that happens, now I'm jeopardizing myself because of a situation.
And don't do it. Continue to just see stuff going on and don't nothing about it. It's the truth.
Right, but it's not.
It's the truth.
All right, so let's do this too.
Statistics show it. Statistics show it. It don't matter what me and you say. We only 4 people in the whole entire world.
We are.
Based on the statistics that are actually out there.
That are
actually going on.
Let's change it to another point in this conversation.
The ones that are getting married, they just not staying married for a long time.
Well, we don't get married enough to talk about that.
Right. We got to start getting married.
It's 75% don't get married at all.
Yeah.
So we ain't even talking about how long they married. The other part of it is when we start having these conversations, as men, we can't get both sides of it, right? We can't get I don't need you until I'm in a compromising position, then I definitely need you. Right? Because if you my neighbor, again, let's say you're a single woman now. You my neighbor, you're a single woman, you never need me for shit, you make it clear. But all of a sudden, you made a decision to be with somebody. And I'm not even going to do neighbors. I have friends who my protection is to a certain point. Hey, listen, that ain't the dude for you. He got a pass. He do X, Y, and Z. He abusive. He got that's my protection. Once you in that relationship, and I'm telling you, once it happens, I could call the police once it happened, but you done got your ass beat, and guess what? What do I do?
Yeah.
Besides saying, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. If you just decide to do it.
If that's your friend and you just let her get her ass beat.
No, if I call the police.
That's just a totally different story.
Right. Then I got to, no, but I'm saying, it ain't like we standing together and he putting his hands on her. But I'm saying she come back to me talking about she feels some way.
I don't know. I just feel differently, and I guess that's just why most black women feel the same way.
Because it's emotion, not logic.
Exactly.
Especially if you're my friend and you know this man is. I've seen too many women die in abusive relationships.
Have y'all grew up in an abusive household?
No.
Have you grew up?
I really don't want to talk about it.
I grew up in an abusive ass household. I've spoken about this publicly as shit. All right, all the time. I advocate. I've spoken on many domestic violence.
I've experienced
panels, all that shit. Right. So
both parents or one parent?
My mom.
Okay.
My mom's getting her ass wet, and I used to be.
Oh, okay. So your mom.
Yeah.
Your dad used to abuse your mom. Okay, cool.
I wish my dad was. But
no,
it was my stepdad. Yeah.
Okay.
Stepdad. But he was a straight fuck nigga, and I used to always be mad
at
society.
How long were they together?
14 years.
Okay.
Yeah, this shit was bad. I grew up all that shit. And so
you're not seeing your mom leave and go back?
I don't try to jump in and got my ass threw the fuck away. I used to always be mad as a kid because it'd be like, why don't nobody just help my mom? You know, I used to love the police. People hated the police when I grew up.
And you feel like they was going to help you.
Exactly. I used to love that because they come save.
They love the police in
But other people never would intervene. I never understood as a kid until I grew up to become a man, and I understood. My mom stayed in this relationship for what my family's supposed to do.
What could anybody do?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They don't talk to her umpteen times. They don't beat his ass umpteen times. They don't make all type of threats umpteen times.
So they probably was just like when you get tired, get tired.
At some point, you got to be a responsible as adults. And that's why I challenge a lot of black. We're not saying one-offs where it's a public setting going on and some extreme violence going on. Most cases, there's videos out there. I post it all the time. Black men have intervened to stop situations from happening or to end situations. Now, there's sometimes, it's exceptions. But most of the time, these domestic violence situations are from their partner, from somebody that they're constantly with, and they won't leave. So you're asking, you're putting a heavier burden on black men who are strange, who are not invested in your relationship, to risk jeopardize their lives because that person y'all both don't want to be responsible. You and your spouse.
Don't nobody want to leave.
Don't nobody want to leave, but you want me to obviously risk my life continuously over and over. At some point, you got to take accountability and be like, I need to leave this. Now, if you leave him and he goddamn go hunting for you, whatever, now we talking about something. Now, as your big brother, as your
I guess because I just understand the psychological part behind it.
Right. And I get that.
We both study this.
I'm not
I get that.
hard on women who are in those type of positions.
I'm not hard on any victim who has the psychologically is fucked up.
Right.
No
it's
more
really
than
kind of like a mental illness.
Right. But no more.
Is.
And I've worked in mental health for 9 years. I'm no more harsh on them than I am on someone who has an addiction.
Right.
I'm not gonna walk up to somebody and say, "Oh, you're a druggie. Oh, you're an alcoholic."
Right. I might roast your ass.
But you can, you can tell somebody to go to AA. You can, if I tell you, if you drunk tonight and I try to take your keys and you whoop my ass and still drive,
Right.
I can't be mad at the consequence that happens when you leave that situation.
Yeah.
So. And that has to do with everything. We want everybody to say this is a healthy person making a healthy decision, and then we gonna help that healthy person. But when you trying to intervene with somebody who keeps investing in toxicity,
right?
You yourself is. I would rather do like her and cut the person off, and say I gotta just let them live their life that way.
You have to,
as opposed
because
to saying I'm gonna take on that.
They'll get mad at you and you jealous.
And bitch, you just around me, let me get
one
my.
thing, but one thing I can't do. One thing I can't do. Like I've had female friends who have had boyfriends, fiancés, whatever the case may have been, that I just did not like. But one thing I refuse to do is stop being their friend because I don't like that nigga.
That's fair.
Because one thing about it is
talking about two different situations.
I don't know, but I brought it up because of what you said, and it just kind of
you cannot like them, and because I've been in a situation like that too. I don't like the guy that they with, and the reason I didn't like the guy that she was with because he was abusing her. And then when I say something to her about it, it comes as, stop telling me about my relationship. You can't talk about my, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh my God, should I say something? You know, you my friend, so I don't want to see you like that. But at the same time, I don't want you mad at me. So then it becomes, should I continue to be your friend or should I just walk away from the situation? So that's what he's saying. So I've been in a situation like that where I just had to like cut ties with her and just like, you know what? When you leave that situation and you ready to talk, we can talk. But until then, I don't want.
Yeah, I've definitely fallen back from females. I don't
wanna,
but I be around though. I be like,
right. No, I be around. No, don't get me wrong.
But I be like, you know,
go lurk.
Cause I ain't got nothing nice to say about that nigga. I don't want to come over your house. I don't want to do nothing.
Yeah,
but I might be like, you. How they going? Oh, okay.
Right.
And then we had the nerve to tell you about drama they going through.
Right.
And then when you speak on that,
I don't say nothing bad about they niggas no more. I don't. I just be listening. I be on TikTok. I just be like,
I've been stopped.
Doing my thing,
girl. I be like, girl. Well, anyway, I'm about to make some corn for dinner.
Right. I've been stopped telling people.
But I'm around though.
All right.
So yeah, we're gonna pivot from that.
We're gonna pivot.
We're gonna pivot a little bit, but that narrative, just black women aren't protected, is something that I think it goes to the larger issue.
I want to ask y'all this: do y'all think black men get our feelings hurt?
Of course.
Yeah, I heard.
Let me see.
Yes, that's why a lot of y'all be acting where y'all be acting. Girl,
y'all feelings be hurt since 14 years old.
Hold on, she said y'all little feelings hurt.
Yeah, they do.
Little bitty boy with them little bitty feelings.
That's a fact. Face ass. The rest of your life.
She ain't told no lie.
Y'all
niggas be hurt over Brenda from 8th grade.
Yes.
And then
no, they whole lives.
Star.
Look, see, they be remembering the first girl that ever told them no. Like, y'all be remembering all this shit.
Yeah, you're not. I
don't even remember the first motherfucker told me. No, I don't give a fuck.
I be hurting feelings.
That's crazy.
I be hurting feelings. We're not gonna sit here and flex.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
definitely hurt
feelings,
but I've got my feelings hurt before. But I don't even give a fuck though. Like,
it's just on some
life.
Yeah.
I think, but because I asked that because I always be like, do y'all wonder like we want to do better by black women. A lot of us do.
And I believe that.
I do believe that. Now listen, ain't shit men out there.
Y'all just might not be great in, being faithful, but y'all are good men. Y'all are good men.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Man,
a lot of men don't know that.
That's true. This whole, hold on, to what Mo was saying, this whole being faithful thing is new. Let's be completely honest.
It is.
Let's stop at
Damn, I didn't think about
it's
that.
It is. It's the
It
new
is.
iPhone. You coming from an
Damn,
Android
think about
4. It's the newest iPhone.
Everybody
and you
just
saying
want
catch
everybody
up
to
now.
say
we just
yeah.
literally talked
Damn, I
about
didn't
this.
think about that. That's
Like
crazy.
so, look, this standard
I got
of
no sense.
monogamy.
Standard,
I didn't
yeah.
even
Right.
think about
We
that.
And
just
really-
literally talked about this on.
sure did.
I mean, I was supposed to have a
our
podcast on monogamy and polygamy, and I let her know, even though I'm not a polygamist, but monogamy is only a few thousand years, like. Oh, back in the day, that's all we used to do. And you see the movie, and I had to remind her, like, the mummy and shit, like, them hoes they was fucking just one nigga, like, one pharaoh. It was like 10 hoes per pharaoh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of them was making babies and stuff like that. And I said one of the reasons why they're saying that maybe we became monogamous was because, when you fuck a whole bunch of
I would
people.
be able to live in the palace and stuff.
Me
No.
either, I be dead.
No.
I'll take that nigga out of the cornfield. He gonna be faithful to me.
Let's
and treat me right.
keep this understanding. When even if you was the queen, you still was fucking servants.
Why?
I know the queen.
Yeah.
The queen.
Right.
had-
So
yeah,
let's stop
they
acting.
did
I'm not
outside.
saying one way.
Yeah, they
She was
sure
definitely
did.
I'm
fucking
saying
a
your side
Zara
nigga
like
ain't
me.
coming up to the
Right,
steps
right,
shaking
right.
my hand.
Yeah, if I was the queen, I probably would have had me a side piece.
Hey.
A
No,
few.
you would have been. Listen, I remember this show called
Not a few side
Spartacus on
pieces. How many
HBO.
side pieces?
A few.
It was a show called
Seven.
Spartacus on
Spartacus, I remember
HBO,
Spartacus.
and it was like based in Rome and whatnot.
Yes,
yes.
And the women would have parties with
Yes.
with these warriors,
Yes,
and
then
they would
these
smash the warriors.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
And
orgies.
right,
Yeah.
and that was we keep acting like this is
You know what?
the
That's a good
standard
point,
of
man.
faithfulness. It was more so, don't bring it to me.
Don't bring it to
Yeah.
me.
Now
Don't
it
bring
is
to the
don't have
home.
it happen,
At
and
all.
we look for it,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
this public.
Yes.
This public nature of it
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
So now if you a side chick and you knew you was a side chick,
Right.
it's some level of gratification
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
I think also now we get to a point where people now feeling like there's a scarcity of men. So now you got to fight for
Right, this one
men
guy.
as a resource.
Right.
And
Yeah, that's
that
true.
leaves
It is.
and
But these folks be out here fighting about these
That's
men.
true.
Like
I believe that.
I haven't fought about a man. Oh God, I don't even know.
This is my,
Oh,
God.
Shit, look, that's so beneath me now.
It is like I don't even know. Like I get. I
Oh,
start
God.
just thinking about it. Like
she said I ain't never fought. She ain't say I ain't never fought for this.
Never, like-
She said it's been a while.
it's been a while, man. Like
Currently.
I don't know last time.
Currently.
But seriously, like these girls be out here. Like I seen these some rapper folks.
Yeah.
But I think her name like Jordan B and her baby daddy is
Jordan B.
Yeah, her name Jordan B. They some young rappers and her baby daddy is I forgot the little rapper name.
Okay.
When
They
she-
I don't even know who that is.
No, they not local.
Okay.
They
Oh, you talking about the basketball player?
no, not them.
Anyway, what
They
did
some little rappers, but
Yeah.
this girl, they snatched this girl. They done snatched this girl wig off.
Damn.
This girl done damn near killed this girl because she fighting over. They trying to fight over her baby dad because he like a rapper
Yeah.
and he got a check.
Damn.
But I mean, they recording it like just
Damn.
total
It is a lot of broke
humiliation
niggas out here.
on the internet about a man.
That's crazy.
It used
That's
to
crazy.
About a man.
our standards for what ain't is all up in the air,
What's
right?
real?
Hey,
Right.
His name Jada Youngin. That's his name. His baby mama name is Jordan.
I just can't see
Yeah.
myself fighting over.
I mean, they snatched the whole wig off.
I just can't see
That's
me
You
doing
ain't seen
that.
nothing but the braids.
You ain't never fought over no man?
I'll beat his ass.
He went down.
See,
It
we
was, they
don't
met up
protect
in the
black
parking
men.
lot. Right.
Look at Moab, my God. Guilty? Goddamn.
I rest my case.
Right. And Your Honor, if you play it back on cigar, playing black men.
I just like
I ain't finna
So
be
you
doing
never
that.
fought over a man?
I would know, and I fought over.
You
a
ain't
lot of
never did
things.
what is that, Hey Sis?
Is this your man?
Yeah,
No,
you know that the sister,
baby,
the
you
sister,
can have him.
the woman, the
One
woman.
thing
you
about-
ain't never
How
did
you?
One
Yeah.
thing about these
No.
niggas is they gonna always spin the block.
Yep, they're gonna come back.
Right, but
And
yeah.
then when they spin the
Hold on,
block,
hold on.
it's up to
That's
you.
true.
No.
It's up to you to keep fucking with the nigga.
That's
Yep.
true.
But what does it
That's
mean
true.
if he spin the block?
Exactly. So it's up to you
It's up
Right.
to you
to
what you
continue
do.
to fuck
Right,
with the nigga
right.
or
Right.
cut that nigga off.
Right.
Right. And they're like,
I
nah,
like this
bro, you tried
accountability
me.
talk. That's true.
Right. No, it's
And-
true.
And listen, we
'Cause we all
we
grown.
even though we speak to a lot of black guys, black men, we try to big them up and everything. We hold these motherfuckers super accountable. You know
Well,
what
I'm
I'm saying?
glad y'all do. Somebody need to hell of accountable.
You should
Because
file
your mamas
child
ain't.
support.
Right, your mamas, your mammies ain't.
What y'all talking about?
That's
Is
a- oh.
mamas raising these men?
Yeah,
Hold on.
mammies
I'm
ain't.
glad y'all said that. So, honey, you got
Oh
any
my
boys?
God, I'm glad
Yeah,
y'all
these
said
mamas
that.
unfit too. A lot of these mamas
I have
unfit.
3
They're
boys.
young and they don't
Now,
know how to raise no men.
Are you
That's the
raising a
problem.
weak ass man?
Definitely not.
No.
Again,
'Cause she not
I
weak.
have.
That don't mean nothing.
And then they have their dad in their life, so they definitely have. And my brother, they have a lot of male figures in their life.
That's good. Well, that's good.
So I don't have to worry about that.
That's good. Okay, that's good.
I really
there's
don't.
a lot of
I don't
women out
really-
here calling their little boys king.
Nah, I don't.
He entitled as fuck, ain't worked for shit in his life.
Ain't gonna be living with you at 25.
At 25, and then at the same time expecting these girls to give him the world.
Yeah.
Got girls that do different things for him, all because he a king.
I mean, this niggas out there like that right now.
So true.
Right. So that's
true.
so that.
I know grown men like that. But we couldn't call people names. So.
Oh,
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
I know.
shout out to
gonna
Mike,
do it.
guy.
Shout out to Jamal, bro.
Mike, guy.
I know a few.
You gonna get better, bro.
Antonio.
But no, like for real, like I be the whole thing about raising boys, and like I know a lot of single mothers out there struggle with the shit. My mom was a single mom for most of it, aside from the abuse and shit. And my mom, you know, she did her best to install a lot of great principles in me. Work hard, shit like that. But she couldn't make me no man.
Right.
She couldn't.
Because she's a woman.
Yeah, she couldn't
things
understand.
that she can't
To
teach
me,
you.
I love my mom. My mom is my world. In my phone, she my queen. That's my world.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, my mom know when it come to me, she couldn't tell me, you know, she couldn't tell me to do certain things.
Yeah.
Because to me, as a kid growing up, I thought she was the most irrational motherfucker in the world.
Why you say that?
Cause that's how I learned. That's why I learned about women. Like she just don't logically understand how this is not making sense. She want me to.
That's
do
why
X,
it's
Y, and Z.
important, you know, even as single mothers, you just
Gotta
have
have
to
men.
have
Gotta
some
have a
type
man
of
around.
figure.
Yeah,
I'm not
mentor.
saying that we can't. I'm not saying that that makes you
So
weak
what about-
or anything like
okay,
that, but
you
you
say-
definitely have to like
It
you
makes
said,
you vulnerable.
mentors,
You
It
say
makes you
that
vulnerable.
teachers.
You said we have to have some type. What about the builder-baby mamas?
What's that?
Wait, what?
What's
The
that?
builder-baby mamas that when women when they're not together anymore.
Who you fucking? Who you
child.
know besides me?
I'm
know
gonna say
a
what,
lot of
big,
builder
what
baby
big girl
mamas.
is this? That's a builder baby mama.
I know a lot of. I
Wait,
have a
so
lot
what
of-
about them?
A
What-
lot of my homegirls are bitter and they don't.
Oh,
they-
bitter.
they're
Okay.
bitter.
Do you tell them about
See?
themselves?
You.
You
I knew
understood what
what
she was
said.
saying?
Yeah, I knew what she said the whole
I
time.
thought
Oh,
she said build a baby
like, I'm
mama.
like,
No, I knew
it's
exactly
bitter.
what she meant.
Bitter
I thought it was a
Like they
concept we
putting
was
women
really
together.
good.
What y'all trying to say the way I talk? I said builder baby
Oh,
mamas
you
now.
in some Georgia.
Bitter.
Bitter baby
Builder.
mamas. Yeah.
Builder
baby
Okay.
mama. Baby.
What I'm saying is I have homegirls.
Yeah.
Quite a few of my homegirls.
They your homegirl?
No, I mean there are people that I
Hey,
associate
she
with.
connected
We
in the
cool.
streets.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you know
saying?
a lot of
I
my-
don't hang with those type
Listen,
of people.
I don't hang with them,
She
but
got, who you think her customers
they are.
is? Hey,
Okay, now.
eyebrows laid to the gods.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Okay.
Braided.
People, yes. I know a lot of women that are bitter, and when I say that, they have young sons, but they will not let the sons go around the dads because they're mad at the dads, you know, because they're not together. And it's not abuse; it's just because they just mad at the daddy.
Yeah, they ain't. What they say?
They-
They'll come around. So when they come
Yeah.
around, that's when they own.
They don't.
The stipulation is based on our relationship.
Yes.
So y'all can't have a
Yes.
relationship beyond.
Yes. Now, when you want to deal with me, you can see your son, but if you don't want to deal with me, you can't see him.
Nah, that's fucked
you
up.
know.
Yeah, and
That's
we had a
Shit, we had a few.
we
men
had
come on here and
a
talk about
episode where we
Had a
talk-
few what?
A few men come on and talk about
right.
Really.
Just that whole process.
Divorce,
The only thing you can do
baby
for them is plant some cocaine under their house or something like
I'm
that,
telling you,
or
get a big ass TV screen box and put that shit right outside the dumpster.
Motherfucker
That's-
said plant the cocaine.
add some guns under there, like.
Right. Nah, yeah, we know that's fucked up. You know, like a lot of women, what I want them to understand when they're dealing with, when they're raising young boys, is everything that you do is going to affect that little boy.
Yeah.
And you have to keep in mind, you are not, no matter how strong of a woman you are, you ain't strong enough to mold that little boy into a man. Because there's certain principles of life that's brutally hard.
Unless
That he only can learn through trial and error or by way through another man explaining this shit to him. So when we be hard on these little boys, like it's tough to see a little boy cry and go through shit, but we telling him to go through shit because life ain't giving this motherfucker no grace.
right.
Right.
And this is gonna make him not only a great man for himself, but a great man for a woman that he deals with.
And even for young girls, there should not be a girl growing up who can have access to her dad that should be held back from that either,
Right.
because
Right.
I don't give a fuck
You
how
go to
much child
girls
support
need
he
their
behind
dad.
it.
They need their dad.
if the first time she really talked to a boy or a man and that energy is some sexual nature, what you think she gonna be? How you think the rest of her life gonna fold out and mold out? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't look at these things because we put our personal agenda above what's the best for our
Right.
kid.
You got to be a mature adult at some point.
You
Y'all
have
gotta let
to.
that shit, that little boy relationship, that relationship that you and that man had. Y'all just gotta let that.
And
shit
the
go.
other part,
we talked about this on the show.
the other part is we can't cuddle with these struggle stories.
Right.
We can't hold them so close to us that we just wanna. I did it by myself. I ain't need nobody. Why you do it by yourself? And you got 3 other siblings that got kids. Why y'all don't make some little pack and why don't you lean on the people that can support you and are willing to?
Yeah.
Everybody don't have that support now.
And then, good job you said that. Don't. If not, where's your tribe that you building? I'm closer to my homie than I am to my family. That's a fact. Right? I'm closer to people.
Total strangers will be there for you
right.
before your family.
And for women,
in my life, it's been like
this. This why I don't accept this from black women, especially in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. You got women, single mom groups. You got entrepreneurial groups. Yeah. You got women who want to have friends. You got young professional women. All of y'all are y'all always cool when it comes to something social. Yeah. But what happened? Y'all can't embrace the struggle when it's time to do something on your own. Yeah. I mean, when it's time to do something important, right? That's really gonna build that maturity.
Now, you don't want to become a charity case, of course.
Right.
But at some point, you got to make an effort to build a network up of people to support your.
Who write more books, men or women? Women.
Shit, so women buy more books.
For example, in this case, why wouldn't if I'm Mo, I'm running this by the women is women got whole book clubs.
That's a fact.
Why wouldn't that be my survey group? Men ain't got no damn book club.
That's a fact.
Women,
if we do, we join.
Not even that.
In that motherfucker.
Exactly.
You got all these cosmetic. You know what I'm saying? Women who doing cosmetology, women doing makeup. Instead of this being this whole big competition thing, why wouldn't it be some level of camaraderie? I ain't saying everybody you meet, you got to be besties with and shake hands. Yeah. But why wouldn't it be that? Yeah. Let's go to the men now.
Yeah. I'm definitely that female. I make female friends very easily.
Oh yeah, Mo is very social.
The caveat to that is these hoes.
I like your braid, Mo. That's dope.
And the locks.
Oh, get it right, boy.
But the caveat to that is a lot of these hoes have fucked my exes.
So? Wait.
So they befriend me because they trying to be nosy. So I promote going out and be social, but also be aware of the people that you are social with, because these people will pretend to be there for you. These people will pretend to be with the fucking campaign. And then you find out their agenda. So it's great to go out there to make those friends, to get to know people. Just be careful.
But it's also
because a lot of people have agendas.
It's levels, right? And I tell people always tell me how hard it is to make friends and how skeptical they are.
I make them too easy.
They don't
I was
trust
like, what
people.
the fuck?
Right. But it's levels to this. I tell somebody if I want to get to know someone, it's one thing for me to say, hey, how you doing? I'm Mark. My grandpa died when I was 3 and it hurt my heart. Whoa. Right. That's oversharing. Why don't we start with what your philosophy is? Why you even writing the book? Why you even do what you do in life? That can start surface level and get deeper, and you can cap where that is. Yeah. Instead of trying to give everybody your social security number and your address when you meet them in the first few minutes. It's levels to it. So we just got to be appropriate with that. And as Miko and I talk to about guys, for guys, we always talk about leveling up.
Black men. I just want to always emphasize.
Right. Black men, black guys, whatever term Miko using at the time.
I just want to, listen, media, there was a great point said on the podcast I was listening to yesterday about how black men have let the media scrutinize us for too long because we always not sharing our feelings. We shutting the fuck up too much.
Y'all really don't care enough.
We don't care. So we got to start giving a fuck about our
like y'all be so mad about Father's Day and this, that, and the fifth, and I get it.
Right.
But y'all also don't do nothing either. We make a big deal, so you already know what the fuck
but we don't. We also. I think another part.
Y'all don't brunches and all that.
And y'all don't even celebrate your own birthday. So I'm just saying, like, don't be mad. Don't be mad at us because, baby, you gonna celebrate my birthday? I want this. I want that. I've already probably told you 2 months in advance how I want my birthday to go.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be there to support you, but y'all just don't have that same excitement and just energy about it. Y'all matter. Black dads matter.
I say that all the time.
But if you're gonna accept socks every year, guess what we gonna get you?
Socks.
He ain't no black dad no more.
Who?
How you gonna go back? How you
The court said the baby wasn't mine, goddamn.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't point to him when you.
When I told you I don't been out these streets, I don't been in these streets.
How many times you went through that? That one time?
Yeah, it was just that one time.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gotta be. What
But it
was
was
that
one
like?
that said that was that you had.
Yeah, it was.
What was that like?
It was
How old was the kid?
4.
Did they do you like that?
You knew the kid?
Did he do
We
you
asked
like
him a lot of
Martin?
questions.
Did he do you like Martin?
Right.
Like,
Just popped up on you like I'm your kid.
She didn't knock on my door, but goddamn, I tried to help her out. What happened? This is why I stopped being that nice guy shit. I ended that shit a long time ago. But she hit me.
Happened?
She hit me. She wanted some help. Now we had sex years ago, 4 years prior, and she showed up pregnant. I had to talk to her to find out she was pregnant. She didn't just come out and tell me. But she was with a dude at the time. See, we was just fucking around. You know what I'm saying? And she was in an open relationship. I was in an open relationship. It went down. But back then, I would not only strap up, but I pull out.
Oh,
I was strapped
so
up.
you double.
Yeah, I was
Double
cautious.
homicide.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, now but but so I was super cautious. But either way, you never know. You still can get a woman pregnant. You never know. So when she told me that she was pregnant, whatever, I was like, damn. All right, well, let me take you to the doctor. Let me do this and that third, and let's get the test ready. For the kid. Blah blah blah. She said she was persistent that it wasn't my kid. She said it was her man's. I was like, okay, then she.
Your ass trying to be extra and shit.
I was me.
Jerry Sprinkle shit. This
This is
your
why
ass
I
being
ain't know
extra and shit.
fellas. This is what you get for being a motherfucking good ass guy.
If she tell you it ain't
This
your
why you
baby,
don't do
it ain't
all that
your
offering
damn
shit.
baby.
Don't be
Exactly.
asking no questions.
Exactly. Listen. So
Can we kill the narrative that nice guys?
y'all just roasted
no,
the
can we-
shit out of me for trying to goddamn be Mr. Flanders over
We
here.
can't kill that narrative until the narrative kills itself. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you when nice guys
Nice
start.
guys don't finish last. A lot of you guys are just
Shit.
ugly.
What
On
I-
the
Oh,
inside
she
and
said a
out.
lot of you guys
No,
just ugly.
On the
my God.
inside and out.
This girl is
Nah.
crazy.
It's some
That's
handsome.
my motto.
No, it's some handsome, nice guys out here who
It
ain't
sure
getting.
is.
I ain't
nothing
been.
in
I
life.
know.
You get out a lot, don't you?
Oh my God.
You went to high school with
I'm
all
not
of
in
them.
line.
I
You
totally
nigga.
agree. I hate
I'm
Latonya.
indicator, nigga.
She can only come
I
on
don't
this
know
side when
nobody
we
that
doing
goes to the
something.
east
I
side.
hate
Look,
Latonya.
Professional
I
men
hate
is
it.
not
Type of
staying.
hunting. Don't nobody look for women over there, men over there.
Look.
Nothing. Food. None of
not
that.
even the
Ain't
house. The
shit
house
over
is
there.
shit.
Look, she waited till she got her man to move further out. Come on now.
Listen.
better-
No.
Yeah.
I left after high school.
Oh dang.
First
Yeah.
off,
Yes.
let's get that
She
clear.
I'm trying
I met my husband
and he had to come up
3
there.
months after high school, and we moved in together, and it's been
Is he
up
older
since
than you?
that.
That's still the same
He's
thing.
4 years older than me. Yeah.
Why you corrected like that wasn't the same thing?
Cause you said when I met my man, I moved.
Well-
Oh, so he met you 3 months after you moved all the way out there.
No, I had already moved. I just moved in with him 3 months later, and then we moved to Roswell. I had already moved out the house.
Where was you living at?
I wasn't living on the east side. I was living on the
you
west
talking
side.
First
about-
off,
I moved to the west side.
I
I was off Kincaid.
I was talking about.
I was in
Adamsville?
Westwood
Okay.
Glen, the old Westwood Glen. That was my first
Oh,
apartment.
I thought she was out in
I sure was.
Douglasville.
500
West
a
side,
month
okay.
for one
Damn,
bedroom.
from the east side to the west side. That's
Yes.
crazy.
Out of my parents' house, I want them to know I was independent.
But I do. But listen,
Hey, moving to the
it's
west side
nothing
from the east
wrong.
side is like going to college.
It's nothing wrong. I know a lot of black people. The first thing we do when our kids get 18, we be kicking their motherfucking ass out.
Yep. But see, my mom didn't
You
want
ain't
me to
got-
stay.
That's
You ain't
true.
I had a
always
point to prove,
leave
like,
right
no,
then
I
and there.
don't want to leave.
Right.
Well-
Stubborn ass
Because
kid.
when I jumped out, I cried. I was like, I got
You
to pay for
did?
tissue.
Man, I was ready to go. I was dancing, so I had I'm like,
you was dancing?
man,
What
wait.
club?
I was making too much money. I'm
Listen,
like, get
you
me
talking
out of
about-
here.
yeah, you talking
I was
about-
like, I got to pay for tissue. We had two totally different experiences.
Two
Oh,
totally
you
different
you tried to dance too?
No,
No,
bitch.
she
I was
wasn't
about to call you,
doing-
bitch. I'm so sorry.
Look at the disrespect. See, this is why I ain't nothing about this is the way these niggas get treated. I'm like, fuck this shit, bro.
Cut the podcast off.
Right.
Shut it down.
Hey, you talking about?
No.
But no, like, so
I was broke extremely.
I
I
had
was
a
like,
check.
I moved out.
can we
I
listen?
moved out, and I was like, can I come back?
Did you have any?
But I
Was
had
it a reason?
kids. I mean, when I got with my kids, well,
Was you the middle school girl that was having kids?
No,
No, she wasn't.
My second kid's father, when we got together, he wanted us to live together. Like he was not, you're not gonna be living at the house. We about
Which
to get
is
a house.
right.
Yeah,
so
I
he
respect
did.
that.
He
I
did,
respect
yeah.
that.
So I get it. But me personally, I was just like, I was spoiled all of my life.
Oh.
So it was just like,
Oh.
grandma, you came out on two. She's like, well, you know, your grandma. What you mean?
Your whole check being divided.
She
Yeah,
said,
right.
What your man
right.
doing?
Look, hey, grandma, no. If
You
you
ain't
listen
laid
to
up
grandma,
with
grandma
me.
tell
She's
you
like,
some
you
real
ain't have
shit
to
now.
move out. I was like,
Grandma telling you
So,
some real shit now. What
I
you
say
My
this:
parents was-
people.
they was
One of the
mad.
problems with kicking your kids out at 18 or as soon as they get done with high school
When they
is the
don't-
notion that you didn't prepare them.
Right.
So we just want them gone because they grown.
Right.
We didn't say, "Are you prepared to leave?"
Right.
We never
We
asked that.
you ain't put no entrepreneurial
mentally
spirit in it.
prepared?
You ain't
Right,
put
no.
them in the working mode.
Right. No,
These
they ain't
kids
got no
work.
skill,
See,
no
with me,
trade.
I was the oldest, so it's like, oh God,
me too. Oh,
she's
shit.
trying to jump
All
off the porch. No. But I was ready to go,
Yeah,
and
how many
they
siblings?
knew I was independent. It's three of us.
You got tired of them taking your clothes?
No, it wasn't that. No, my folks cool, but it was just like I'm very headstrong, and my parents knew that, and they just was like, "You gonna move too fast, and we know you headstrong, so just stay here with us." And I'm like, "No."
To keep you safe.
Yeah, and I'm like, "No."
Wait,
I'm
did y'all
making
have a
my
split
own
level?
Money, what at my house?
Yeah, you know them split levels to keep
No,
you
we
there
had
longer.
a ranch. We was ranch style.
Oh,
My
y'all
parents'
had-
house is ranch
Y'all
style.
be forgetting the East Side kind of got some money on the low,
we
bro.
was ranch style.
Hey,
so
that worked. Chris Tucker and them used to live on the east side. Latonia,
We
shout
was
out.
ranch style. So all of us was like right there together.
I really
you know.
don't claim that shit out.
What you
Somebody-
claim?
Somebody had wrote a status.
It's in the
was
yearbook
like,
though.
Somebody
What
had
you
wrote
claim?
no,
It's
wait,
on there.
yearbook, though.
Somebody
That little
had
braid.
What you
Somebody
claim?
wrote a
What?
status that
what?
was like, y'all used to scream L-Town. this,
We
that, and
did.
Oh,
I said-
L Town.
I
You remember
said-
that? L
I said,
Town.
I've
You
never-
don't act like you ain't say that either.
No,
No,
I was like,
Well, you went out from I
I
told you,
was
but
like, I've never said L-Town ever in my life. If anybody's ever asked me where I'm from Decatur. Like, I would
Latonia.
never mention Latonia.
was it like exit 82? I forgot the exit number.
Yeah, that shit fire.
78.
67.
I mean, them folks they don't play by their exit. They be like, exit 78. Them
Right.
folks like do not play.
Right there. where
Especially
the
them
trip
Panola
at.
Road folks.
Panola Road.
Man, Panola
Oh my
Road,
God,
baby, they do
bro.
not
They
play.
about to build
Creekford,
Juicy
they don't
Crab
play.
on Panola
I
Road.
heard.
Look, Panola Road act like they Boulder Crest.
Yes.
Them niggas swear they trapping so hard.
Marble Road. Like,
Oh
What we
my
not
God.
gonna do is get corrected by somebody in Roswell.
See,
What's it?
let's be clear. Listen, I've lived on every side
that
of
man
town.
say he from every hood.
He visited everywhere.
He good everywhere.
He
I'm
spent
literally in
summers
every
everywhere.
year.
That man say he
Roswell,
in every
Sandy
year.
Springs.
I'm in
He
every
good
year from every
right.
side of
South
town.
Florida.
Oh, yeah.
South, I am
Marietta.
Southside.
That's
He be
crazy,
at summer school everywhere.
Marietta,
Yeah, he
Alpharetta,
looked like he had to go to summer school though. You do.
Swanee,
Listen,
You
I
had to
mean,
go.
listen,
Lawrence.
I did go, but it's all good.
Somebody I did go.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Listen, it was they give you a lot of food, unlimited food, because ain't that many kids there. So you
Wait a
get
minute.
As many,
Oh my God.
as many
You
lunches
not
as
finna
you
tell
want.
me that you was one of them kids that went to school for the food. That's what you not finna tell me.
You might have went to
I'm
school
good.
for your friends, but the food was there.
Hold on, y'all, you didn't understand. I grew up. This was a.
used to go
We
to,
were poor.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
don't base him
We
off
had
his.
no money.
Oh my
See, she
God.
want to keep you
Okay.
where you was at, bro.
The
Right.
only
You
time I ate
money.
school food was when it was pizza day and
Oh,
when
you
it was
was in a
chicken
little
day.
rich line.
You
huh?
started
I was
early.
not in no rich line.
You
Yeah,
started
I was in
early.
the concessions line.
Shit, that's the rich line. See, she ain't talking about them $2 chicken tenders every day. You talking
Bags.
about
You remember them chicken
75 cent
sandwiches?
fries.
$2.75 chicken sandwiches and fries.
Right.
Yes.
Hey,
I was on
with
concessions
my
every
grandma,
day.
too.
Yeah. I'm not eating no
Utopia
school
drinking
food.
See, look.
ass over
See.
here.
Or I had my boyfriend bringing me lunch.
See,
I'm not,
Here
and
we
my
go.
boyfriend didn't go to school.
Look,
Of course he
I'm
did.
not.
Of course
I'm
he
not.
did. Oh,
He had his own, he had his own car.
Oh,
His
blue
old
own
school?
ass.
Was it old school?
Old school. It was an Impala 78 on them
Look,
things.
you
A burnt orange Impala 78 on them things.
You
Hey,
came
hey,
straight out of a
come
comic
on.
book. See, somebody
Hey,
should have
hey.
been protecting you in high school.
Pulling
Right.
up playing Maceo.
I'm
What you
good,
talking
man.
about?
I'm good. I'm good.
I ain't gonna let her.
Like,
All
Yeah.
right.
the East Side boy.
That didn't do that but make me a better person, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Hey, little
Nah.
Johnny, East Side boy.
A better person. That's what got you in the club. ain't it?
Hey,
No,
what you
that's
talking
not
about?
what. No, see, no.
Can we talk-
Actually, a family friend got me in the club. It was not the guy. The guy that I was dating was totally against it. Anybody that I've ever dated have never been with me being exotic dancer. So let me just say that it was.
Yeah, I wasn't with it, but I remember that
Nobody
picture.
has ever.
And she was like,
And
she
I
was
was
like,
yes, I was in a Streetwise magazine, baby.
Oh, what?
Front cover of Streetwise.
Streetwise.
That picture, yes.
You ain't grow up and had no black
listen,
barbershop. You ain't go to no black barbershop.
listen. When I
Streetwise
danced,
magazine?
I made so much money, and that's really what
Kept you in it so long?
No, I wasn't even in it that long. To be
Oh.
honest, no, but no. To be honest, my cousin's fiance, she is an exotic dancer.
To this day?
No, they're not together. together anymore.
Y'all saw Players Club and it was
No,
like,
and it was, I literally had just graduated from high school. And Mo will tell you, I've always been fine. Like, in school, I had butt. Like, I've always just been thick.
I just started being fine a few years ago.
She's so stupid. So she, you know, she like,
titties just developed.
since
That's
you
what that means.
graduated at 18.
Oh, word?
She was the only one that had titties in school, and they was bigger. They were bigger.
I lost weight.
She had the titties, and I had the butt.
Damn.
We was like,
I love them combos.
They hated us. They hated us in school.
Yeah.
But no, she was like, so you 18? She was like, you want to go to where I work at?
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool.
Damn,
you
you
know,
was
this is my
18?
big. Yeah, I was 18.
Damn.
I was literally fresh out of high school. I'm like, yeah, this is my big cousin. I'm finna go hang out with her tonight. We lit.
Yeah.
You know, so first we went to prime time. Rick Ross
Hey.
at prime time.
Shout out to Prime Time.
She knew Rick Ross and everything. Whatever.
it would always be one dude with a wheelchair
Man,
now.
it's always. And y'all remember them girls in them cages?
Yeah, the cages. Oh, my God.
If
bro.
you was in the cages, you was a freak. But that's a
Facts.
whole nother subject.
Facts.
You was,
Promo team was slaughtered. I
Yes,
don't care what nobody
slaughter,
say.
nothing
Fuck
but
you talking
slaughter.
about.
What you saying?
Yeah, what you talking
Man,
about?
what? So she took me, she was dancing in this club called 24K. So she took me in there, and we walked in there, and I just seen money falling from the ceiling like
You
a
was like,
movie. And I was like, when,
wow.
no, Mo, I was. And I was like, so when can I start? I looked at her like, when can I start?
Should have took there on a Tuesday afternoon.
When can I start? What? And it was just up from there.
I never had
falling
to
from the
confidence.
ceiling.
I just
Man.
really like I'm always been a confident person,
Man.
but I get stage fright. Like,
Man,
like,
I was
Oh,
like
so
that
you was a
too,
horrible
but that
dancer.
money.
That cocaine.
No, that money. No, I
Couple
never.
Molly's to change
I
the
would
whole-
never said I was a horrible dancer. I've always
Disclaimer:
been the
I
best
never
twerker
did
out of
any
all of my
drugs,
friends.
and anybody that know me, I've never been high on stage. I never took drugs while dancing.
No little
I
bump.
don't. No.
No.
That nigga said
No.
no little
She
bump.
said not while she was dancing. Y'all better chill.
No, not period.
What about drinking?
I drink all the time, but I didn't
Hey,
drink. No,
yeah, you
no,
talking about?
no. Now I am, but when I was being an exotic dancer, I was not, because I always wanted to be conscious of myself. I had friends that died. Like, I had friends that stuff happened to. So,
Did Kiwana used to dance with you?
No, but that's a whole nother story.
Kiwana.
But she didn't dance with me, but she did dance.
Ooh.
And
But,
she did do
she's a
bumps.
private
She
dancer?
did, yes.
And she bumped.
A lot of bumps.
Oh, a lot of them. A lot of
Yeah,
the girls.
she's
Can we talk
a
about?
lot of
Okay,
people
ladies
from
and gentlemen.
Lost on You.
She said,
He about to stand on this.
Shout out to Type Tiara. Listen, did y'all? Let's be real. Let's be real.
What?
A lot of these strippers be broke.
Yes,
be
let's
real,
go
bro.
there.
Let's
Let's talk.
A lot of
No,
these
he
strippers-
been. We supposed to have a whole episode on
I know,
this,
we gonna
man.
get
Ooh, bring me back when you.
For real,
I'm
we
an
can get
ex
that
stripper.
on.
Bring an ex stripper back. Cause I got game.
We want a current and an ex.
That's what I'm saying. Bring an ex stripper back. Cause I
Because
got
like,
a lot of game.
it be a lot of cap.
That's
on
why they
social
broke, cause they
media,
still. That's
IG.
why they still dancing, cause they broke.
Listen,
That's why.
When I tell you,
That's
and
why.
look, everybody that follow me know I'm a veteran in these clubs.
Man,
but
listen.
these chicks be in here trying to tell you.
And in the club.
These
Listen,
girls
these
be
chicks
broke.
be trying to tell,
Ubering
convince
to
you.
work, Ubering from work.
Dropped
They got a
off-
nigga
dropped
at
off
home
in the-
that they taking care of.
Oh.
Bring me back on
Drop-
y'all episode.
Oh, we will.
'Cause,
Dropped
baby,
her off in an Oldsmobile.
So
Yeah,
wait,
goddamn.
the strip. Wait.
Listen.
The
A
strippers
lot of
be
these
taking
girls
care
got
of these
pimps.
broke niggas.
Yes, a lot of them.
Thank you.
A lot of them have. Let me tell you something. It's a whole clique of them and
Pimps.
pin-ups right now.
Yep.
They stay in the house.
Yep.
And they have a
So-
pimp.
oh, shit, you know
And
that house.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
I do know them.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay.
Who don't
She
know
still
them?
plugged
Okay,
in.
Jocelyn
I'm
Hernandez.
always. Who
Okay.
don't know?
They-
I don't work at every club in Atlanta. Who don't know
He's
me?
a manager.
Thank you. All of them stay in one house. They have to put their money
Yeah.
together at night and count all their money. Nope. Yes. And they
See, I
live
couldn't be no
together.
stripper girl. I need all
Yes.
my
And all these girls
Ain't
that be
sharing
talking
with you
about they
hoes.
with these groups and oh, we're a group. They're pimp. They
Facts.
get pimped.
That's a fact.
All of them be
That's
getting
a
pimped.
fact,
They be
bro.
living
Okay,
together.
Fact.
Getting pimps, girl.
Nah, listen, because
Pimp.
a lot of these
And
women
they
think
broke.
a lot of women who
Yes.
are a lot of green women, these vanilla women think that this is the
Indeed.
life to go to be popular. They think this stripper life is, oh, maybe I should be doing them girls get money.
No,
They
we
on
never think
trips.
that for real. We
They
just be
doing-
saying that. We
Yeah.
just be saying
Man,
that shit.
when I
We
say
don't
that
wanna
shit
do
got
that.
so much goddamn cap in it.
It is.
When
It's
I
a
tell
lot
these chicks
cap.
be struggling.
They be struggling. They
You
do.
know what I'm saying?
See, I just don't have the confidence. See, for me, I just feel like I need like 10,000 every time I take like my top off. And if I can't get that,
Hell no.
exactly. If I can't get that, I don't want to do it.
You
Well, the
gotta be
other-
like a top.
No, but the other part
top.
is you can make a lot of money without taking your top off.
You sure can.
I don't want to take it off.
Because you do
Oh,
know that they
where?
have.
Who?
It's about sex
How?
appeal.
Because no, that too. Because let me tell you, the
Sex
most
appeal.
money that I ever made was out of town,
About to say,
and those
yeah.
are clubs
And
that
junior,
you don't even
you
take
said
your
junior
clothes.
bachelor.
Yeah.
You said junior bachelor.
No, I ain't never do junior bachelor
Oh,
part
okay.
because you have no money. But the most money that I
Right.
ever made was in, seriously, I was in Greenville, South Carolina at this club club called Element 91. Element 91. They don't have it no more, but
damn, you in South Carolina?
Yes,
Okay.
I used to travel, and it's a club where
you
don't. Yes, you don't take your
like
clothes
travel nurses.
off. Oh, okay. No, because I was getting money. Like I was getting money, and it was a club where you don't have to have a permit, so you don't take your clothes off. And I made more money in those clubs versus clubs where I had to take my clothes off.
Was it a white girl club?
That's true.
No, it's a black girl, and these girls in there big, like big soft girls. Cause you know.
So you went on there and stun on them.
Man, killing them. And
Yeah.
when I tell you, I made stacks a night.
I believe that.
Stacks.
She's got fat ass.
Well, not only that, you in a town where it's not.
Nobody knows you.
Nobody.
And you from Atlanta. People, for some reason, they love Atlanta people.
Right.
Only thing you gotta do is say I'm from Atlanta, and they go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Because they know it's the party city, they know it's the strip club capital,
and they want a piece of it.
And they feel like everything here
and they
is
want
like the best of the best.
Right,
for
and they
some
want the
reason.
exclusive coming from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You in a small town, you top dog in that motherfucker.
You top
and
dog.
a lot of women don't know. Yeah, the more you don't reveal,
the more
you run
sex
that check
appeal.
out. Yeah, exactly.
Because they thinking they gonna work towards something later.
Yes,
exactly.
Imagination.
Imagination.
I be trying to tell these hoes like.
That's why less is better. These women think that being half naked ass.
Do y'all remember that challenge on TikTok when they had the little red
silhouette?
Line?
Yeah.
All them hoes that be naked on Facebook could not do the silhouette. It was so stiff and because they had no sex appeal.
No sex appeal.
At
the
all.
silhouette challenge was about sex
Not
appeal.
only that, you don't. If you already seen these women naked already,
why do you want to keep seeing that?
Yeah, and the silhouette like
that's
that.
I did it.
But no, that's just like after a nigga fuck.
Right,
Mission
exactly.
accomplished.
That's why you're not. That's why if you're a stripper, you're a pro stripper, you're not supposed to fuck the customers if you really about your money. Because once a dude fuck you, he not coming. He don't look at you the same.
He don't look at you.
He's not gonna tip. So a lot of these girls.
I like to be a challenge. When I was out there in the world, I like to be a challenge.
You gotta.
I'm a challenge right now.
But that's how you get. That's how you also lock a man in and getting the man's true attention.
Yep.
Because a lot of these women think that. And listen, you taking it from over that love my strippers. I love the sex work. I support them all.
You be in the streets. You be in the strip club.
Listen. I don't think
I'm learning you. Okay.
But I'm saying the women who. That's why I say the women who. I ain't gonna say you gotta cover all the way up, but if you're modest with it. The less you reveal, the more you appeal.
This is a rule. This is a rule for all my ladies out there. If you got your titties out, you gotta have your legs up. If you got your legs up, your titties shouldn't be out. It's like a rule. Unless it's your birthday.
That's right.
Unless it's your birthday.
Unless it's your B-day.
It's negative.
That's the only time you get paid.
Right. Yeah, so, like, that's the thing is, like, because when I notice among all my successful friends who are married and shit, their wives are not like the women we be double tapping and sharing on Instagram.
And I wonder sometimes if my Facebook persona scares off a lot of men. I'm not like naked on there, but I do post like thirst traps. I definitely.
But I think, but
I do that for like content. I do that.
Everybody. And if they don't understand that, there's something wrong with them. Mo, you are a professional.
No, but it's not up to. If that's all they get, then that's all they.
No, that's not all
they meet me. When they meet me in real life, they're like,
they're not gonna meet.
They're not gonna meet.
But that's what I'm saying.
She give a lot of content on her page, but sometimes she'll, say little crazy stuff on there. But that's just her. That's what I'm saying. Like a person that's trying to get to know you, they should be able to cipher between it.
The bullshit
over time.
Yeah.
Over
but
time.
if you trying to get to know this girl, I'm pretty sure you're going to scroll down her Facebook page and you're going to see she going to do this every day. Yeah. Or you going to,
I would say that the girls that I even shoot my shot at, which I rarely do, but if I shoot my shot
you'll be shooting your shot?
Right. You look like you shoot your shot.
You look like you be shooting.
You look like you stay in the DMs. How many DMs you in right now? Because
all right, so if you're a sex worker or a stripper, that's different. Wow. All right, that's business. But I'm talking about like,
if
you're a sex worker or a stripper,
hey, y'all better not be slut shaming.
Right.
We're not. I promise, I'm not slut shaming at all.
If I'm really trying to take you out on a date, I rarely, because I sit back and watch.
Okay.
I gotta see how you move, what kind of woman you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you a chick that just asshole naked online or whatever.
Yeah, that's not me.
Yeah.
But no, she not like that.
But I'm saying a lot of chicks, they think because of the. We hear this from so much, especially a lot of our homegirls. that they think because we be double tapping these women, these are the women we want.
Exactly.
But you don't never see us committing to these type of
women. Why don't y'all double tap the bitches that y'all do like?
Because they don't really post
No. So don't confuse what we like with what we love.
Exactly.
Right.
What I'm saying.
And a lot of it be lust too. A lot of it is lust.
I met a lot of guys before we started dating or something like that.
Don't date strippers. I just want to tell you that. It's a bad
Why
idea.
not?
It is a horrible idea.
Why?
Oh my God.
I was an ex-stripper and my husband.
It is like you will.
He didn't meet you in the club.
Yes, he did.
He met you at high school.
No, I did not tell you that. I did not tell you that. I met my husband in high school.
Get him together for me.
I'm gonna get him all the way.
Was that your boyfriend out of high school?
No.
No. I'm saying you said once you got out of high school.
That was the first guy that I met once I graduated.
That's what I was asking.
High school.
Yeah.
And
But during high school, during high school, I had an older guy that I dealt with. But when I started dancing, we wasn't dealing anymore. I met my husband in Dancers Elite 2007. Okay, in a strip club. He was a customer. That's how I met my husband. My husband knew what I did, and from jump, he was not cool with it. You know, he wasn't. He was just like
from this
P
lifestyle.
Valley. What kind of P Valley story?
It wasn't no P Valley stuff. I was going to school to pay for my mortuary science degree, and he knew that. And he was just like, "You better than that." So what you gonna do? Just go to school. No, he was just like, "Go to school and don't worry about nothing." And I didn't have to worry about nothing. He's seen something in me. I'm a different type of woman, first of all. So
that's what it is, though. Is you a different type of woman? Because I'm telling you, listen.
These strippers be on that bullshit. But all women aren't like that.
Listen,
so
but are you going to tell a guy to play his odds? Like, guys are very logical, right?
Yeah.
Women operate on possibility. Men operate on probability.
Right.
So if what's the probability that I'm going to meet you versus the other ones that's going
1 out of 10.
Right.
Okay.
Am I going to play them odds or I'm going to play 3 out of 10 in these regular
I
streets?
agree, I agree.
Because them odds ain't that good.
There'll be
anyway.
another India, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I would, listen, in a dream world, I would love to meet a dope-ass girl in the strip club and we be able to go on dope dates and have a great time. But no, a lot of them got terrible financial habits.
Terrible.
A lot of them.
Drug addicts.
Yes, a lot of them do hard drugs. Like
they do hard. I mean, drugs that you ain't never heard of.
Facts.
Like,
Facts.
how do you even know about that? How are you on that?
Facts, bro.
Where do you get that from?
Facts.
Who introduced you to
Them
that?
truckers.
Seriously.
Facts.
Them truckers pull up.
Man.
And then
Lot lizards. That's what they.
And then that'd be another thing. They look great under the stripper light.
Yes,
but outside
in
the
daytime,
club,
yes, in the daytime.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta listen, bro. Listen, you're way
Bullet
better
shot
off.
wounds and
You're
shit.
way better off getting a regular woman out here and
They do, girl.
making her to a freak.
My little freak.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, get you a straight woman. You know what I'm saying? Who out here walking a straight line? Hey, you want to take some pole dancing
But
classes?
see, with me, I asked my husband why he chose me. He said because he knew that I was green and I didn't belong.
Oh, word.
He told me that, yeah. I'm very green to a lot of stuff, but then I'm up on a lot of stuff too.
Nah, first off, she don't said a whole bunch of shit.
I'm very green. No, I'm very green. I'm very green
At this
to a lot
point,
of stuff.
she's not green anymore. But then when he met her,
yeah, I was very green.
Oh, so you know what that tells me? That says something that ties into when I was.
I grew up in Lithonia, bro.
Well, no,
I was
hold on.
sheltered.
It was a dude.
The bus ain't go out there.
Hold on, it was a dude. I was just to a podcast. A married man. He said married men love this about a woman, especially successful men. They want a woman that's moldable, that's teachable.
Thanable. You.
Yeah.
And I was very moldable.
Yeah.
I was 18.
That's
I
key,
had been
bro.
around the block.
Yeah.
You know, I was very green.
Yeah. Are you teachable, Mo? See? Hell nah.
Mo is
teachable.
Mo is teachable.
I saw her first response. Her first response was real.
That was why you looked at me like.
Mo is teachable.
Interviewing.
He looked at you like a single man gonna look at a
Yeah,
single
right,
woman.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm interviewing.
No, I just want to know, you know, the men gonna want to know, you know what I'm saying? Just want to know.
I'm very teachable. I'm very, very, very teachable. I've met some great men. I've met some great men that, you know, it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
It just didn't work out.
Well, no, you did say that you approached a mentor to help you learn how to code and stuff like that, so and how to edit, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that speaks that you are a learning type of individual. Okay, I fuck with that.
I don't know about that. People take business different than they take their personal pleasures.
That's true.
That's another one. Another one.
Okay, Mark, actually.
So all right, so let's move. No. I'm saying. So when we gonna go into the segment. We talked about this briefly.
With the black man.
Ask a black man.
Oh,
right?
okay, yeah.
Can you stay on phone? I've been trying to
stay
go
on.
live, y'all.
Let's see what we got.
You want me to stay? What?
She's trying to stay live.
Oh, no, it's my phone. It's because it's a service.
Oh, the service.
So we gonna get to the segment. Ask a black man.
Ask a black man.
Ask a black man. So y'all got a question, concern, something y'all wanted to know that black men can possibly help y'all with.
My question that I asked initially is, why are so many black men afraid of being vulnerable?
Cause we don't want to be seen as no puss ass nigga.
No,
that we get nurtured to not. We don't ever. It's hard for us to even express ourselves, right? Except for anger, hurt. You don't even see too many dudes trying to smile. It's just.
So are you guys taking the necessary steps to get to that point? Is
I mean,
something that you want? Do you want to be vulnerable?
As conscious black men, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Please.
Especially as one that's out in these streets.
They don't want to be
Oh my God. How many times you gonna tell us you in these streets,
Being in the streets don't want to be vulnerable.
I just want to tell them.
They can't be.
I got to get a woman a heads up when they try to lock me down. I'm out shit. Not yet. But
How old are you?
I'm 32.
So how long do you got to be in the streets before you know?
First of all. He is.
About a year before he died.
Listen.
He said a year before he died. This motherfucker is crazy. He's crazy.
Why you charge your phone?
I think it's because it's in the USB thing. It just,
But you also own it. Well, you might as well plug it in right here too.
I would. You know what? I have moments where I do want to be really vulnerable with a woman. I do.
Because that's what women
I really
want.
do.
We want to be that person that y'all can feel safe
Let me
around.
Finish, please.
I'm so sorry, baby. Go ahead.
I do want to be vulnerable, but I know I've been around too many women. Women don't appreciate shit. A lot of women don't appreciate that vulnerability. They see it as a weakness. And they want to take advantage of it. Not all of you.
Nothing is all.
Just too many.
However,
too much of
especially when we dealing with a hurt community, right?
In front of me last night,
oh, bro. I cried. I made that mistake and never did that shit again.
You cried in front of a girl? That is so beautiful. I love stuff like that.
I would never do that again.
I love stuff like that.
She used that shit against me the whole relationship.
I love, like my husband is hard, so when he's soft, I just be like,
he a big
dude? Yes.
See, most big men are soft.
Like, come here, baby.
You think she gonna be with a tall, skinny dude?
Come here, baby.
No, I'm saying a lot of big men. We are softies, but like we're very emotional and shit like that. But you when you try to be like that towards a woman, and you run into women who see that as a weakness, it make you fold up and be like, okay, I just gotta give you the straight dick. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta give you the straight asshole. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the motherfucker that you really want. What the fetish?
You went from sex to assholes. So she.
Oh yeah, I'm like, wait a minute.
No. Like you want the hard.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like the tough guy. You know what I'm saying? Like you want the tough guy. You don't really. You don't really want the vulnerable me. You don't want the young boy me that's really inside. So that's why I just give them that hard mode. That's why a lot of men do.
It's also because men are fragile. When you think about how we take rejection and stuff like that, it don't take a lot of that one time when you try to do it and you act like you do it every day. You be, see, this one I don't need. I'll tell you from another space, when you are in a committed relationship, it is there capacity in your relationship that allows it.
Yeah.
Right? How, if you emotional all the time, where is it? If I want to have right, because when you getting into your feelings and you all the way there, I gotta always step back and say, let me rectify it.
Does she take time to get to know you?
That's a fact.
Like, does she really try to dive into what was your childhood like?
Right.
You know, what are the things that make you sad? What are the things that you sometimes think about the world? Like, a lot of the time, that's something that could really build the vulnerability, connectiveness in your relationship with a man. When you show him that you into him, not just the shit that he do for you on the outside.
And as women, I know y'all don't like to raise no man, but you gotta identify where your leadership qualities are in the relationship. So as a person who practices vulnerability
I think
more,
wives are good at that. I
right?
think a lot of wives are really good.
As you are more vulnerable more often, you know what it takes to be vulnerable.
Yes.
So if you know that he never was brought up like that, if that ain't something that's nurtured in his family, and that's how he raises kids too, you got to start working on him in that capacity. And
man, that's the truth. Cause I grew up hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Tough love. So I gotta have a woman that's soft. I got it, cause I never had it, and I know my mom and my sister-in-law, we love each other to death, but it's different. How we love each other looks different than how a lot of other people love each other. Cause we grew up tough love. That's just how our whole family was raised. So I gotta have a woman that's soft. So you're right. Yeah, you're right. But a lot of women don't take the time to get to know and try to,
Because a lot of women just chasing a nigga bag.
And
what the nigga can do
and
for
then
them.
be over here telling the guy.
And a lot of niggas don't allow you the space to find that shit out.
No, but when they don't allow it, how does that present itself?
Because
when you
they don't allow it, they're really not interested in you.
Right, but what I'm asking,
real.
what does it look like when you attempt to?
That's
Is
true.
it just you asking questions?
That's
Is it
true as fuck.
how do you go about trying to figure it out, and how do you go about trying to open them up?
I mean, I just feel like if he don't want to talk to me about it, I'm not gonna
Pressure him.
Right. I'm not gonna pressure him or anything like that. I get excited when a man opens up to me and tells me stuff that I don't know. But I mean, it's just I don't know. I don't know.
Because I think sometimes what we do is a lot of people get into this notion where they always skeptical about what you're gonna do with said information, right?
Yeah.
So instead, some people will ask you questions, and that might not be the route. Sometimes it is, I'm gonna share something with you. I'm gonna show you my vulnerability. Now reciprocate that. And then if not, then you can start talking to him about reciprocation and what that looks like.
Like you said earlier, it's hard to be vulnerable with men once you are vulnerable with someone and then it goes left. You know what I'm saying?
Then that's when you.
So for me, it's like I'm not gonna meet you and automatically be vulnerable with you. If you're not automatically already open, I'm not gonna pull
Then let's
that
get
shit out of you.
Then you do two things. One, you understand there's levels to this, and two, if you're not gonna be there, then stop investing in that. That's the simple part. And then we don't need to have conversations about things you're not invested in.
Just fuck me and cut me off, please.
Yeah.
That's what I used to do.
No, I'm not into that.
I did when I was single.
Not right now.
Because honestly, I'm not gonna be funny. When I was separated from my significant other, I was still in love with him, and we were still, going back and forth. So it was a lot of emotion there. So I knew that I didn't want to be with the people that I was with. I knew that it was just, and that's when he was asking me did I let them meet my daughter. They knew.
Oh,
everybody, they knew. Everybody that I ever dealt with, she can't get rid of her baby dad. They knew. When you love a person, you love a person. We just weren't together. It didn't work at the time, but when you have a bond with a person, no matter how much you try to stay away from that person, y'all are gonna gravitate towards each other. And when we did separate, we separated on BS. We never really closed it. You gotta close everything off. Every relationship, you gotta close it.
He used to come over and grab some clothes every now and then.
Or he'll come over and act like he wants to see my daughter or something. You know what I'm saying? And she wouldn't eat at home. I ain't even see her text. I was already on the way. Stuff like that. So they knew. And the people that I was dealing with, they knew. You just, I wouldn't open up to them. Like I was saying, sometimes when people don't want to open up, it's because they really don't want to deal with you. But sometimes they don't know how to tell you, or they want to deal with you, but they want to deal with you on a certain type of level.
And that's why I ain't buying your daughter no damn food. What you mean?
All the men that I asked my daughter about food with, I was serious with them.
No, you wasn't.
Right.
I had one guy. I had one guy that I actually was serious with, and this was the guy that was that was wanting to adopt my daughter. We were actually serious to the point where we were actually living together. My daughter actually met him, but ultimately, like I said, I was still in love with my significant other now, and it didn't work out. And I apologize to the guy, but sometimes how people be.
I'm telling you,
no,
he a straight cold savage out here.
He understood. He understood, and. We're still friends to this day.
Oh, okay.
We don't do anything sexual, but
he's still waiting for that thing to fall apart.
No,
girl, he did what?
He understood. He was just I understand, and he was like, that's the best for your daughter, for y'all to be
I respect
a
that.
unit.
I respect that.
That's
a good guy.
Going through something.
That's a good guy, man.
Hit a nigga
He be attracting a lot of good motherfucking men.
I'm a good person. When you're a good person, you attract good people. I give out good energy and good vibes. So that's why I give back.
But I feel you.
But if I do give out some bad, motherfucker not provoke me.
No, I didn't say you give out no bad
Hey,
vibes.
when a woman put that finger like that means she about that Anna, nigga. She about that Anna.
Most of the uncool, but
you know he gonna provoke me.
You only got to this all it takes
I
to
was
get
saying,
me there.
the fact that you said because you're a good person, you attract. Sometimes
That's bad too.
Empaths
that's bad too.
Can attract people that
that's
might
bad
be going
too.
through something.
Because a lot of people try to take advantage of me because I have a big heart. So that's bad too. But if I go off the rocker on you, it's because you made me go off the rocker. No, I don't snap until you done made me. And then I even try not to go there because I'm a Gemini. So
what people say, I'm the sweetest person in the world to you. That's how you know somebody gonna snap on you. To you.
They got the pistol in the tuck.
Man, listen, don't do me.
You know what, Andy, I will say you got good energy.
I try.
You do got good energy.
Once we warm up, cause this energy,
it
was a little tense right here. Even Mo, I was like, damn.
I have to warm up, but once I got a
Mo probably gave us a speech in the car. Now look, we went to high school together, but I ain't really fuck with him like that. So just, you know what I'm saying? We'll see. We'll see. Nah, she be like, I know how them speeches go. Like, look, man,
who that nigga in the truck? I don't know. No, even through, cause that tough shit don't faze a motherfucker like me. But I still sense good. I sense energy. You know what I'm saying? And you definitely give off good energy. I'm like, okay, she's a strong-minded woman. Okay, Miss Independent over here. Okay, but she probably goddamn.
But I will mess you up though. I will mess you up. Like,
oh my God. Wow.
But I'm the sweetest. I'm the nicest. I give you my all. I'm very loyal.
Just throw shit at you every now and then. You know
I do that too. I'm very loyal, but don't go there. Don't.
Hey, that's a.
All right, and that is getting to know India. Goddamn. What are you talking about? So hold on. So so is this podcast y'all two doing? What are y'all goals to do? Now I ain't talking about just business wise, but I'm talking about like messaging, the purpose of it. Like, what are y'all trying to really do with y'all podcast? Like,
I want black people to heal. I want us to both have. I want male and females to have a better understanding of why we do the things we do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we can heal because I just feel like we're powerful. We are, and it's so many questions. Like just sitting here today, just everything that we talked about today. It's such a big gap between what we feel and what we really know and what's really the fuck going on.
And a lot of us just don't know. A lot of the black people in our community, we don't know. We're not educated, so we're just
we don't have resources.
We just want to educate people. We want to give everybody just a platform where they can come and speak their truth, and we listen to what they have to say. We give good feedback. They give good feedback. And
like just stuff that we need to talk about, like
good stuff,
like mental health issues. Like I said earlier,
stuff that black people are afraid to talk about. We want to talk about
growing up.
How
that affects your relationships now.
So
we'll be on Fox 5.
Daddy issues, mama issues.
Like for the good reason, not the news.
No, Fox 5 with our own show.
Okay, got you.
We'll talk with Mo and India.
I didn't want you to have to shank.
We're gonna have our own show on the national network.
All right, let me holler at you, married person to married person, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you, how long you been married?
Okay. So
Around how long?
I've been married 4 years.
All right. So, what is it that you?
About the same time.
This will be 3
we've
this.
been together 15.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we've been something like that. Okay. 3, 4, something like that. So, what is it that you would tell your single friends when it comes to marriage?
Patience and humbleness.
Okay.
I don't like the word humble.
Patience.
Me neither. Not so much.
And humble. No. Humbleness goes.
You gotta know what the definition means.
And when I mean humble, I just mean like knowing what battles to fight within your relationship. Some stuff you gotta let it go. Some stuff is not worth the argument. That's what I mean by being humble. I don't mean like being like bowing down to nobody or nothing like that. I just mean like being humble within your relationship, knowing, okay, baby, we're not gonna argue about this, or we not, just because we have this disagreement. Okay, well, look at it this way. Or a lot of people have communication issues within the relationships. So that's what I mean by humbleness. Just being able to humble yourself to, okay, let's get on each other's level and let's work this out. That's what I'm saying.
Have a shut the fuck up button is what she also
My biggest thing is, what I tell people is, y'all got marriage fucked up. People got this concept of marriage. We don't talk about it enough. Married people don't talk about marriage enough.
That's right.
So we leave single people,
being married.
So we leave single people to create their own narratives with these ideas.
Yes, of how marriage should be.
Right. All your relationships got trials, tribulations, and they be fucked up. But your marriage is gonna be perfect.
It's not gonna
your
be
marriage
like
is gonna be without flaws.
It's not gonna be like
then
that.
you got these. I always love when I hear a single person, especially if they chronically single. when they say I don't believe in divorce. I say, okay, let's
right.
talk. Let's talk about your non-belief in divorce.
How you gonna say you don't believe in divorce and you're not even married?
No.
So how can you say that?
Don't tell me you don't believe in divorce, and when I start giving you real shit that lead to divorce, you think, because you as an individual, say that you strongly are against it.
Right.
Say that you're going to do whatever in your power.
Because what I always tell people, you don't know what you would do until you're in that situation. I hate when people say certain things.
That's true.
You don't know how you're going to react until you're living it or you're there. No, for real.
That's it. We got these concepts that's beautiful.
Yes.
The concepts you can paint it and put it on the...
Right.
This reality...
Right.
This you waking up and you not wanting to see this person,
and you want to kill this person, or they sleep, and you thinking about how you can kill them while they sleep. So it's time to go. It's time to go.
I ain't never been there.
You ain't been there yet?
I don't want to kill nobody. I done woke up with some disdain. I ain't never. I ain't never try to sharpen no knife.
I'm so serious, y'all. Like I know.
I believe that multiple married people have said that before.
Yeah.
No, that's the truth. That's the truth.
Real talk. When you or when you walking around the house and you walking on eggshells with your significant other, or it's ain't like every time y'all talk to each other, what you want?
Yeah.
Or what, you know what I'm saying? It's time to go.
It's like animosity.
Yeah.
And what's some advice you would give to single women as they approach marriage, as they look for it and hope for it, or even when they're in a relationship moving towards it?
So, I would say as you're looking for marriage, go in open-minded. Go in, because the person that you with today not gonna be the same person that you marry. Okay, you know, when I married my husband, he was not the same person that I met in 2007. Gotcha. You understand what I'm saying?
Cause she was cranking that Soulja Boy.
Man, like I would have never married him in 2007, but I knew that I wanted to eventually marry him one day, if that makes sense. But at the time, it wasn't right. But I would just say go in with an open mind, going into it, because both of you guys have to get to know each other. Both of you guys have to. What's the word I'm trying to look for? Compromise. Compromising is
daily,
important.
Probably hourly.
Man,
shit.
You when I tell you have to you have to compromise. That's the most important thing really in a relationship. Compromising, and communication. Those are the two key factors. A lot of people be mad with their significant other or just tripping out because simple communication stuff. Like just simple. You felt like this, but I didn't tell you that I felt that you made me feel like this, or you know what I'm saying, or walking around with a grudge, or you know.
And that's key. I just got into it wasn't even an argument. It's certain things I know that rub my wife the wrong way,
right?
But we still getting acclimated to you got to communicate because I ain't no mind reader.
Right.
Not only am I not a mind reader, I'm not gonna try to be one.
Right.
So. Like, we was watching a movie the other day, and we got a sectional, so it's 3 parts. I'm like, okay.
What movie y'all watching?
No, we was watching a show. My bad. We was watching a show.
I want to come over and watch a movie with y'all. You want to watch Fast 9?
Hey, we was supposed to go to the movies for that. I mean, at this point, you ain't watching it. At this point, you ain't watching it because it's great. You just watching it because the same people going to be in there consistently. But we watching it, and I'm like, all right, it's cool. I'm not a sentimental person. We just chilling. Like, that's it. Her? You want to come sit next to me?
I'm like that.
I was like, yeah, all right. And then I go over there and she be like, I don't want you to come sit next to me unless you want to, because if you wanted to, then. And I'm like,
already be over here.
I'm like
that too.
Right.
I completely understand.
But
that's not something. And we eventually you had a conversation.
Y'all are just like that. Men are just
right.
And me and my husband, we've had that conversation. So I used to take it personal. So you don't want to be under me. You don't want to cuddle. You know?
Oh my God!
But now I understand. Like communication.
Right.
You guys are just like, but see,
really gonna turn over.
That's how I be too. But I used to be. I'm not like that anymore. But communication has got me to where I understand my husband and he understands. It's not nothing personal. It's just men are not as you guys are affectionate, but not how we are.
Right.
We want to like be under y'all all the time. Yes. We want to be like, my husband be like, oh, babe.
My wife would not mind sleeping in a headlock at night.
Man, listen. I be like, put my husband out of bed. That's how close I be up on him. You know what I'm saying? So, I get it. That's just y'all.
And when especially for,
y'all love
right, for guys, this is what I would say.
Those are the things that make me want to get, like, I'm out here, ladies. Listen, I'm out here. But At some
Come
point,
get
I
this
do
man.
want it. I do
Please.
want it.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Listen,
Leave him there first. Let it marinate.
Yeah, let me marinate my stuff. But I do eventually, because I think that shit is beautiful, man.
It is. Marriage is beautiful.
Yeah, I think so.
Especially when you with somebody you really love.
Yeah, yo, roll dog.
And you really want to be with them, and you like, oh my God,
Yeah,
I'm in heaven.
As a man, it even makes the
I'm
the
serious.
thought of it motivates me to even go out in the world and want to do
and want to be
more.
her. Yes.
You give her more.
Yes.
The idea does.
Yes, just
But
that
I ain't
love.
giving these
Love
bitches
is
shit
beautiful.
out here.
when it's with the right person, it's
I believe
beautiful
that.
and it's
I believe
amazing.
that.
And
Miko,
you guys could be
hold on. I'm gonna dive into this, and then I want Miko to share something with y'all.
What?
Y'all gonna love it. So I say this to guys. Anybody that one, you should have a value for marriage and work towards it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because this notion of growing old ain't just about being old with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It's about being with somebody that you know they got your back. Y'all gonna grow together. Y'all gonna take care of each other. Before you find your woman, get yourself financially on the right track. I ain't saying you gotta have it all.
Stable.
Right.
I would say get stable.
Right. On the right track.
You wanna date
Trending
if you
up.
I agree.
I agree.
You gonna want to fuck.
But broke niggas, right? I'm about to say broke niggas want sex.
Because they want to fuck, but you
But
shouldn't be trying to commit to nobody. while
You need
ain't
to
got
do
shit
a
going
few
on.
things. Financially, get yourself together.
Yeah.
Find out where you're gonna be and what you can do to make money consistently, legally, and then start
But it's
exploring
okay
the.
to make illegal money too if you ain't got them.
Right, but you don't
I'm
want
just
to.
saying.
I don't want to. I wouldn't encourage no black man to do anything.
I don't encourage
Hold on.
it.
I wouldn't encourage, regardless of how you get the money.
This nigga's depressed.
Jay-Z got endless
By
dollars,
any means, nigga.
right? It all start from somewhere.
Right, you got to start somewhere.
But I'm
gotta
saying
start somewhere.
I would
Flip
never.
that, flip that.
But that
Not
ain't some-
legit money, too
There
legit
you go.
money.
Right.
Right.
The other
Invest
part
in
is
a,
I wouldn't want
eyebrow
to bring
business.
my wife, my kids into
Into a
that,
situation
right?
like that.
So
That's
get
right.
that, get
Get
yourself
it
on the
together
up and
before
up,
you- That's right.
so that you won't have to. That's gonna be your problem to bear if
Agreed.
it's illegal.
Agreed.
Right.
But while you get that together,
Right.
mental health, start working on that.
Agreed.
Find you a therapist.
fact.
Put that pride aside, because if not, you just gonna find yourself
Yes.
on the wrong side.
Because we all endure trauma. Ain't no such
A
thing
lot
as
of us been traumatized. So,
ain't no such thing as you being a black man
That's
in
right.
America.
Everybody
and you
got
ain't
trauma.
been through no real
We
shit.
got
Come
trauma.
on now.
Right. And
We
so
got
those are the
trauma.
two things that you definitely have to. And then understand the compromise, understand the communication. And all of those things is going it's going
Because
to
a
take
lot of
practice.
white
and come up off them high horses.
Was it a goal for me? Yeah. But I also
We always talked about
It
marriage.
was
Yeah.
a goal for me too.
It-
Cause
it-
I seen it. I grew up. My
My goal
mom
was
and
to-
dad are married.
Oh, that's
right, but
Yeah.
I think that the philosophy for me is that we not meant to be alone, right? I don't even like
Everybody needs
in the
somebody.
best world possible, I would have a tribe that I have built for myself to include family and friends. We all working towards this positive, healthiness on that
It
way.
can all be so simple.
Right. That's how it sounds
Right,
simple even
right,
when I say it, but then
right,
you got people around
right.
who
You ain't on the same boat.
just get into their life cycles. So it's always been a goal to be married, be healthy myself, because I do have a therapeutic background, and also be with someone that's
Did
healthy.
you come up in a household like that?
Nah, I came
Wow.
up in
That's actually surprising.
yeah.
That you wanted that because you didn't see. With me, I seen that, so that was all I knew.
But I seen my mom always chasing love.
Okay.
Right.
And you knew that.
But I seen my dad out here like Miko.
Okay. Okay.
But until a while, and then he got real serious and all of that. But I also grew up in the church to some extent, so it always was taught to me that was the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then to a certain point, I was like, whatever, church. And and then I had to create that value for myself and understand what importance comes with that.
Right.
I think also when you started getting serious about the direction you wanted to take your life in too, you started getting more serious about.
And I think that's what it be with y'all too. Y'all, first of all, y'all, a lot of y'all don't even be knowing yourselves to be
Right.
serious with life, or y'all don't know what direction y'all going. Y'all don't know what y'all got going on.
It's really when you start.
No, I've been the same way you've been out in the streets. I've been out
But
in the streets.
she also used to dance, so she was used to listening to guys.
Yeah,
She got that
yeah.
unique perspective. I love women that used to be in the industry, man. They always are used to at least listening to
talking,
something.
listening, because that's the part. That's the part of the stripper world.
Yeah.
You got to be able to talk,
Yeah.
listen, and finesse motherfucker out their chest.
I agree.
You see what
I
I'm saying?
fucking- Listen,
But-
the
Our
best,
next
the
game.
best dancers are the
But
ones that
Yes,
can converse.
That
with.
can
Yeah.
converse.
Yeah.
If you can't converse with somebody, that's
Yeah.
a problem.
Fact. I only want one dance and you out.
For real.
I done seen you in the spot. Chill out.
I'm just-
All right, now let's get into this a little entertainment from my boy,
sound.
Miko, when it comes to your, are you gonna share it? When it comes to your future life situation, how you want it?
Turn up, Miko. So what, Miko?
We
what
just
you want
talked about it.
5 wise? What's up?
Hey, why I gotta be 4'5"?
Because when you just said his current,
no, he in these streets now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He definitely looks towards marriage. Yeah. So let's go.
Listen, first off,
if you want to put it
out of all my male friends, I'm the most marriage-minded actually.
Because he got the least experience with it.
Hilarious. And I'm the most for it. It's just, finding that person is a challenge. But anyway, how I plan to set now at this point in life, like shit, I don't made it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was different when I didn't make it, when I was still trying to figure shit out. But now at this point, and I'm talking to different men from around the world, and I travel myself. Yeah, like I definitely see myself where is, and I'm always against dudes talking about I'm gonna like be polygamy. I don't want to hear shit from a polygamy dude if you ain't got your own shit together.
Manifest it, brother.
No money. If you ain't even used to taking care of women. I don't want to hear you say shit about polygamy. If you trip over taking a woman on a date and how much money she spent, you ain't ready for no polygamy.
Manifest it, brother.
It's a rich man sport.
Thank you. Thank you. You're about to be a Henry out here, guys.
That's a rich man sport.
That's a fact. So I plan on, I plan on having.
Niggas use polygamy as a way to just fuck other people.
It is, but it's still a rich man sport. You gotta have money to be able to take care of more than one household.
Fucking a lot of attractive women is still an expensive sport. You know what you're doing the right way. So me personally, I do want to have a wife here in America first, and I want to live bi-coastal. I want to live here in America, and I want to have a house somewhere overseas, probably Africa.
So how many wives you want?
I only want 2. I want one overseas, and I want one here.
And when you say overseas, like where, Africa somewhere?
Yeah, it might be Africa, it might be South America. Preferably a black woman. That's what.
So basically, she'll jump out when you go out the country.
No.
Hey, whoa. Don't tell Bill Gates what to do with his situation.
No, listen. I just want. I know how I am. It's just like. I be
one woman can't please you.
No, that shit almost made me cry.
It's not.
I'm just trying to.
You see how she just what she did?
I want one out the country.
I'm just trying to make it make sense.
What she did just put a whole box over you, right?
I'm just trying to make it make sense.
One woman ain't gonna be your everything.
One woman ain't enough.
My older goal was a lot wilder, but this was a more tamed and more mature logic.
Why do you feel like you need 2 wives?
I feel like because I'm gonna live on both coasts. And
okay, your wife can go with you.
She can't go with me. But what I've experienced from women overseas is an experience I want to also have as part of my life.
Well, then marry somebody overseas.
I am.
But he wants somebody over here too.
I want both.
Exactly.
I love the American culture.
Selfish.
You see this?
Listen, it's
women that
No. Listen. What's funny is earlier we had this conversation about how new monogamy was, but we so committed to it, right? Yeah. When you even expressed an idea, because you ain't even moving towards it. This is just the idea.
I knew this was coming.
But she was like, now it's looked at as selfish. Now it's looked at as one woman can't please you.
For me, you gotta understand. For me, like
it's men. It's logical. Y'all are so emotionally attached to it.
Yeah, I know, but y'all are. It's not about emotions.
So people
it's about other things.
So people like this. So here's why it's also logical for me. I'm gonna marry an American woman, right? I'm also gonna marry an ambitious American woman. I mean, she's gonna have her own ambitions, own goals, open her own businesses, things like that. That's gonna have her obligated to the United States. So she, regardless if I can travel or not, because due to my type of work, I can work around the world. Okay. So she has to be here. I'm not gonna always want to be here. 6 months out of the year, I'm gonna want to be in a different country. I hate cold weather. I want to always be somewhere.
And while you over there in them 6 months, you gonna need somebody you want to fuck.
Exactly. That I trust, that I build a family, build a life with. Right.
So let me
ask. She also have to have her own shit going on too.
Also, she can fuck other niggas too while you gone.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Yeah, my ego not tied to my.
Fuck these fuck.
You see what she?
It's time to go. I gotta go.
Now look.
It's not tied to my ego. Look, it's gonna all have to be within security parameters.
This man said, "Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that you gonna let your wife fuck other niggas?"
If my wife wants to have sex with other men, I don't have any qualms with that.
So he wants to open marriage, and that's because he has a bitch in the Caribbean.
It's just I'm being logical. Like, she gonna fuck while I'm not around. Listen, a woman gonna be a woman regardless.
I don't cheat on my husband.
Is he gone 6 months a year?
If my husband just came home from prison, and I ain't cheat on him not one time. Okay. My husband just came home from prison 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
And I ain't cheated on him not one time. I wish the motherfucker would say they fucked me, because that's a lie.
But I'm going to tell you this.
I never cheated on my husband.
Well, I'm going to tell you this.
And that was before the rose.
No.
But I'm going to tell you this, as a man who's fucked multiple wives. As a man who's fucked multiple wives.
So you right here fucking about wives and shit?
I'm definitely
Listen,
fucking about wives.
No. It was
This thing
consensual.
is low down.
It was consensual.
No, but it
completely
don't matter if
consensual.
it's consensual or not. It's still low down.
No, she don't
How was it
understand.
low
She don't
down?
understand the
It's
story.
low down.
How was it low down?
Tell her-
That's somebody's wife.
No.
He told me to fuck his wife. He was
He
cool
told
with
me
it.
See, look,
Yeah.
this is just open her world up.
Mo, it's time to go. Let's go.
Listen,
Mo,
hold on.
This man said that he
Time
told
out.
him to fuck his wife.
Hold on.
Ain't no time out.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
How green are you that you done worked in strip clubs? All type of
You
man.
talking about swinger shit?
Yeah.
Oh, now, hold up. I know swingers.
No, listen.
But-
Listen,
fuck
it's
that.
so many types of dynamics of relationships. It's open marriages. It's swingers. It's,
But that's just me. Look, that's me knowing
Right.
me and myself. I don't impose that on nobody else.
How can you?
I don't try to
so
trick
you can
nobody.
really like
That's just
let
how I
somebody
feel.
pound your wife. And
like they did before he got there.
Oh
Yeah,
my
exactly.
God.
You don't think
Because let me
that's
tell you
a
what
woman
this.
that I'm married today that's getting
Oh
dogged out
my-
by a dude.
No, and I understand.
Flued
that,
out
but that's
and
before
slewed out.
But that's before you met her. I'm talking about why y'all together.
But she not my even though she my wife, that's not my human being. That's
That's
not my
what we
body.
get into.
That's her body.
That's what we
get
get
into.
She's still gonna have desires,
That's her
things like
body,
that.
but
What y'all
still-
vows gonna say?
Right.
What I vows?
Your body is your
We married,
temple.
nigga.
You shouldn't be out here just
We still
screwing
listen.
and doing
It's
it. No.
it's not. It's still
No.
not. It's
my
not.
body, my temple, bro. I'm not.
Hold on,
everybody
listen.
my
What I
body.
find funny about this,
All right.
I ain't coming aiming at you. I ain't aiming at you.
He aiming at me. What's up?
No, this ain't got nothing to do with
Okay,
you.
why you want to point like that?
This ain't- you stuck in this ideology. It's
You
women.
trying to say I'm in fairy tale land? My
No,
husband say that all the time.
I ain't. I mean,
Oh,
you still
He
agree.
do. He be like, bro, you
Listen,
live in La La Land.
to work in the place that you work. You are very
That's why you
green.
call your ass
I
green.
told you he's called me
But
green. He
what I'm
say
saying
that.
is-
You say you ain't la la.
Listen.
I don't live like that, y'all. I'm sorry.
It ain't about if you
got
live
that
like
gave me the
that.
wrong impression.
It ain't like you live like that. It seems like you can't conceptualize
Yo,
as being a
shit
real
is
thing.
crazy.
I know it's
However,
real. I just can't
however-
fathom it,
Right,
that's
and that's
all.
fair, and I respect
know it's
that.
real.
I
I
Miko.
just can't fathom it, bro.
I'm gonna tell you the biggest issue with that.
What?
Miko is gonna be willing to provide everything for his wife.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got
Emotionally,
you.
physically, all this.
All
shit.
No,
of
I
that
can't.
is lovely.
Except for
All of that is
Dick
lovely.
6 times a month. I mean 6 times a year. 6 months a year.
All of that
The
is
o-
lovely, but I still don't want to have to share my man with no other
Cool.
female.
Right.
You're fine with that.
Right.
You're fine.
But
The
there's-
other part is 75% of women will never get married. And instead of being alone the rest of my life, doing this alone the rest of my life, I'm willing to be alone because I can't conceptualize that.
Yeah,
I'm willing
I mean,
to get
listen,
these
it's-
dogs.
listen.
I'm willing to put my kids through shit when I get older.
Well, like I said,
And not have, like, your kids gonna have to be like, Mama, why you just choose the nigga?
Exactly.
He would have came back if you
we
got
want to have
sick.
somebody to go to parent day with too. Goddamn, mama.
No way. I'm done.
But no, listen. I would say this. It's not. I don't go out here. I don't go out here trying to.
I love this fuck.
I always
This man
say
is
this.
crazy.
I always say this.
Okay.
You only need one.
You only need one way.
I'm saying you only need one person.
One woman to
Okay, so
consent
why
to
you
that.
dressing up in so much you need two?
No.
But you're in a different
No.
What's
No,
your
you only need one American woman.
Wait.
In other
These
countries-
motherfuckers undecisive.
Listen,
Oh yeah.
let's
How
be-
about, hold on. Y'all been overseas, right?
Yes, I know in other cities it's,
All right.
it's legal.
Yeah,
So I
it's
know
the
that.
lifestyle.
Not
It's-
legal,
I
the
know.
norm.
Yeah.
No,
it's-
I'm saying that's what they do. I
Yeah.
know.
Right.
Yeah.
But over here
It's
well,
right. It's
illegal.
abnormal. Yeah, it's illegal. It's
Yeah,
illegal here.
illegal.
But
It's illegal. Polygamy is
they ain't
illegal.
gonna recognize his
Question,
marriage
though,
overseas.
I got a question, so because I don't really know a lot about
Hilarious.
polygamy because it upsets me. But
Yeah. It
these
upsets
men-
me too. A
No,
lot
it
of-
don't upset
It
your
do.
ass. Your ass like that shit.
I go in
I'm not
on
gonna play with
polygamy
you.
because a lot of the polygamy
Yeah.
niggas be broke and they have no
And the
idea
wives
to take
be
care.
putting them on.
Thank
The wives
you.
be taking care of these
The wives, listen, they
can only
pimping the
turn it
wives.
down so much.
Wives is
But-
paying child support and all type of shit like that. Like, bro, this ain't no polygamy.
Okay, but
you
question.
dependent on this. You're
the people
dependent.
that's in polygamy relationships, right?
Yeah.
They only married. Okay, she said I be saying that John wrong. I don't know.
I mean, I done caught a few words, but that ain't why we here.
A Pegasus? A goddamn a pear tree?
If you in a pandering relationship, then
a Pan-American.
A Panamera?
Shut up. I'm saying, okay, so question, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So are they only married to the first wife and the other wife wives just there by choice? Because it's illegal to be married to multiple wives here in the U.S.
Yeah,
so how does that work?
Most people here just have open relationships, right?
Okay, but what about them people that was on TV? You remember the couple that was on TV?
In Utah or some shit like that?
Yeah, what about
they do different shit in Utah.
But it's also different when you don't subscribe to American. You can opt out of the American law system and stuff like that.
And you be your
just
own
like,
citizen.
like we can't tell Native Americans, we can't tell Mormons, I believe, what to do.
So I was just wondering how that works.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if I brought my wife over here from overseas, she would legally be considered just a girlfriend. Legally, because you can't marry more than.
Your ass locked up.
Oh,
right.
You can't marry more than.
But you know, legally, she still.
I would never want to.
But if you go back over there, she your wife.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
It's law. And on top of that, they're both gonna have my name on.
Not if you got somebody who.
Right.
So they're both gonna be able to claim.
But you would have to write. But you would have to write your will because they might be finding over the money.
True.
Right.
You would have to write
The other part is if you do something like that. It has to be. It's more structured, right?
Yeah, gotta be.
You don't do something like that and leave it up to the universe and the world's laws. You do things like that, and it's saying, okay, no different.
Because I want to have kids too.
Right, no different than like for me and my pension or whatever I got for my retirement. I have to designate that this goes to my son, this goes to my wife, and yada yada yada.
Right.
You gotta do that for your life insurance.
Right.
You have to do that for the state.
Your beneficiaries. Right.
The state make you do that.
So that people
start
it gets very murky
Yeah.
to some people's conceptualization. So you can't even be like, why would you ever do that? My thing is, you're going to be alone.
Right.
You're willing to be alone for the rest of your life. And all you're gonna be 60 years old and Juro in a home and Juro.
You gonna leave your money to the cats? I ain't lying. Y'all know folk be
Hey, it was an old white woman that died alone and left all her wealth to the fucking
Listen,
cats.
I was watching Netflix with my son. It's a movie. This woman left her inheritance to a dog. And the only way the heirs can get it is by nurturing and taking care of that dog.
And if they don't take her to the dog, they don't get nothing.
That was
Come here, Fido.
crazy.
Get your ass in that closet.
I be abusing that little fucker.
You talking about?
You
He live in the
He
basement.
only come out when I feed
That's
him and
it.
walk him.
That's
And
it.
you going right back in there,
It.
motherfucker.
We waiting. We getting you by
How you
6
get all
more
this
years.
money? The fuck wrong with you? And you a dog.
Oh no, he just got attacked.
Now he ain't got no
I don't know
treats
why.
because you over here jealous.
I am.
But
that's just listen. That's just my thing. That I don't impose it on nobody. I don't try to convince nobody that it's my thing. Me knowing myself how I am, and if it work out in their favor, it do. If it don't work out in their favor, I'm completely fine with that too. But at the end of the day, I do know I want to be married to a black woman.
Okay, I'm glad you said that.
So-
that at least made me feel a little bit better.
a little, as long as you feel
The
better.
first wife need to be black,
woman.
not the second one.
Wait, what?
Let's just put that out there.
Why the second one can't be
The
black
first
too?
one-
Most of the-
That's fine, but the first one at least need to be black.
There's so much of this world that's black. You ain't got to step outside of black.
You don't. And I'm just telling him, if he gonna have multiple women, the first one at least need to
And
be black.
and you need to run it by her.
Fast. I need to meet her because I gotta make sure she's so cool.
But
You
listen,
feel
I
me?
do know this cool white girl, you know that, but she ain't gonna.
We got to cut the episode now.
Exactly.
Nah,
You one more snow
I
bunny.
tell white women that all the time. Like, look, we can fuck around, but I'm not going.
You gon'
Like you would date a white woman.
He do. He
Why
want a
y'all
snow
saying-
bunny.
I'm glad
A
you
snow
said
bunny
that.
with a
Wait,
big
hold on.
booty.
Time out. Do I?
A snow bunny with a big booty.
Word.
A snow bunny with a big booty.
Wobble with it.
What's
wobble.
funny
There
is
you
she
go.
told me I don't look like I date white women.
You don't look like
I
a
usually
white
get.
woman probably.
I
You
usually
like
You
you
get.
probably be trying to holler at you, ain't
You
you?
probably
Nah.
look like you're holler at a Mexican though. You like your.
Why I gotta
Or
be Mexican?
Latino.
Yeah, you like your holler.
My mom. What was the phrase? You can't use a home. Can't bring a home. Can't use a comb. Can't. I'm talking like you.
Wait,
over
hold
here.
up.
God, that done rubbed off on me.
Hold up. Can't use the comb, don't bring her home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't never
If
heard
she
that.
ain't got no
never
coarse
heard that
hair, if she ain't got no.
My dad just said don't bring no crackers in my house.
Well,
He
that.
never tell me that. He just said don't bring no crackers.
sound like
in
my
here.
uncle.
I'm just telling you
That
what my dad
work too.
said. Yeah.
That work too.
I ain't
Nah,
never comb
my
thing.
mom wouldn't have been cool with no Asian woman or nothing.
Your mom would have been cool with no Asian woman?
No,
Holy
man.
shit, man.
My mom would have been cool with black and Latino.
Oh, your mom would
okay.
be cool with Latino too?
Yeah.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
But I wouldn't have been. I mean, it would have had to been like an Afro Latino or something like that. Like
Okay.
she had to have.
What about you,
A
Mo?
black
You ever
somewhere.
dated just
Yeah.
just black or you date outside your race? What's
I
that?
dated a Mexican before.
Oh.
Was he tall?
Lil Dick Willie.
Was he a rapper?
Lil Dick Willie.
I don't date niggas with Lil Dick.
Oh shit.
It was like when I was in middle school.
They said Mexicans
And
got
his breath smelled like milk. And the reason why we broke up is
You said it was in what?
middle school. He don't count.
Man, no, come on.
And the
I'm
reason
talking
why
about
we
since
broke
we been
up,
older,
I'm telling my motherfucking story.
Tell
Y'all
your
niggas
story,
was telling
Mo.
y'all story. It's my
Go
motherfucking
ahead.
time.
Tell your story,
Tell
Mo.
your
Tell your
story.
story,
When
Mo.
they was watching Rugrats.
And
The
the
fuck?
reason why we stopped, the reason why I broke up with him
Oh shit.
is because we was at the pool.
He still ain't forget
And
your
somebody just walked up to him and just punched that nigga dead in the face.
See?
And so I had to pretend like I ain't see it. So I'm in the pool.
Wait,
like,
this was in middle school, Mo?
Yeah. I'm like,
Mo, hold on. I'm trying to think.
no,
This
you
kid-
ain't know. This is my dad's house.
Oh,
My
okay.
dad's house.
I'm like,
You had a
this
little
kid
summer-
out of school.
You had a little summer fling. or
Okay, yeah,
whatever.
okay.
So I'm in the pool, like, tell my, he just get slapped. I was like, what? I was like, don't look. Don't
Did he
look.
respond?
It was horrible, and I can't. If you can't protect yourself, you get slapped around.
Right.
And the pool, I don't want to be with
What if that
you.
nigga couldn't beat their ass though?
I don't want to be with
What
you.
about
I don't know
one
about
big
if
if you can't defend
if you
yourself?
like owe somebody some
Damn.
money or
Right.
something.
I respect
I don't
that,
know what
though.
the whole story was.
I
But you know
respect
that
that.
how me and Mo got cool. We were dating the same
But this
guy.
pussy is for colors only.
Whoa,
We was
wait a
in middle
minute.
school.
This pussy.
She said her pussy got a colored section.
This pussy is for colors only.
Colors only.
Hey,
I
all this-
tried to date. I tried to be because I'm very open-minded. I'm a very
That's
open-minded.
niggas
individual.
only
Colors
pie.
only.
I tried to date.
It
Like
was a
I tried to date a Justin Timberlake, and I tried to date.
Oh, but he had a buzz cut?
Chandler,
A Chandler.
but he was so fucking. No, Chandler is like
Annoying.
A
He
totally
probably
white
was
dude.
annoying.
Oh,
Totally
North
white
Face
dude.
coat wearing.
Was he annoying,
Totally
Mo?
white dude.
Abercrombie's
He wasn't annoying.
Birkenstocks.
The only thing is, like, he had a very smart mouth. So it was just like, you know, if I take you around my people, they're
Somebody
gonna
gonna
beat
beat
you
your
up.
ass, yeah.
And he can't play spades either.
Oh, hold
So
on.
it was just like,
He'd call all the
like the
flips.
jokes that
Did he
was
like to
saying
kiss a lot more?
around me. No,
How long were y'all
kissing.
together?
They said them crackers like to
No,
kiss.
this was a guy that just asked me out on a date, and I
Oh.
ghosted
White
him
people,
because I just
Caucasian.
couldn't. He was like he just said like little jokes that I was like, nah,
Damn, Mo.
can't do it.
Hey, let me ask y'all this.
Uh-huh.
Hold on,
About
one more question.
Hit-
What about a
No.
stud? Black
That's
stud.
it.
Nuh-uh, Mo.
That's it.
He said what?
Oh yeah. She don't let goddamn
We anything.
Jessica
Fuck
goddamn toss around.
Well, I think
What?
outside my
No,
race
it ain't
before.
gotta be no stud. What about them pillow princesses?
Yeah.
Why you say it like
Cause
that?
you don't
what's
fucking-
a pillow
Why your
princess?
eyebrows go like
A
that?
pillow
You know when
princess
it's two
is-
pretty
I don't
girls?
I don't fuck pillow princess.
When
is
girls
somebody who
just
do
eat
not-
them out, right?
No, pillow princess is somebody who don't eat pussy.
Right.
Oh,
But get her
really?
pussy ate by a bitch.
Right.
Yeah, I don't fuck with no pillow princess.
So wait, you want me to
Selfish
give
asshole.
you, but you don't want to give?
Selfish
Yeah, yeah,
asshole.
yeah.
Selfish.
Selfish.
I know a lot of
Who
women
live?
like that.
People live like that.
Hell yeah. There's women out there just want.
And
Yeah.
people
There's girls
date
out there-
them.
There's girls out there that
Yeah.
just got men for that. Men who just come over and just eat them out.
Men don't even eat that much. I'm like, really, bitch? You got it? What? Really?
That's the
Oh,
same
some-
dude that
some
just.
Wait,
fucking
hold
pussies
up.
out here now.
That's
Hold
the, I
up.
guess that's the good guy, right?
This man
That's
said,
the
I got,
Whatever
wait,
he
Mo,
respects
wait a
himself.
minute, Mo.
You respect shit.
Hold on, cause my little horns just came up.
Oh my God.
My little horns.
It's
Bitch, you
me that
married.
just commented.
Bitch, you
No,
married.
because I've never
Don't
heard
do
this
it.
in my
What?
life. I've never
I'm
heard
so
it.
surprised that you seem like you got so little experience.
Right.
I've been with the same guy.
No, I'm
my
saying you
whole
were.
life.
What you was listening to? Them girls wasn't talking in the
She
strip
was
club.
listening to the
Yeah,
money
but
come
I
out.
really,
Right.
I was standing.
Right.
You gotta think about it. Even though I was dancing, I was still in a relationship.
It's some dudes who just.
I
Some dudes got the logic.
I see why he call you. What he call you? Fantasy.
La La Land.
La La Land.
Some dudes got the logic where if I eat it, I'm gonna get close to it, and
Yeah.
but other dudes just be like.
They like that's what it takes to get closer. Well, then
But also, it's some dudes who on like blood pressure pills who like I'm just gonna
Yeah, you can't
do
get
what
that.
I could do for you.
Listen, I've done that before. I've just went over a girl house.
You taking a
and
blood
stayed
pressure pill?
Hell no.
No, the
That's my
blood
biggest
pressure
fear.
pills don't make you get up.
Yeah. 'Cause
I ain't never went there just to eat and not
But
expect.
I
do that.
think that's only for older men though. The blood
No, I've
pressure pills
gotten
because
some head and
no, I'm talking about the blood pressure pills. I think that's for only older men.
He was
Yes,
not
it
older.
is.
Any man who got like
That's
diabetes
a
and
lie.
shit like
That's
that.
a lie.
No, because you got to, because your
Listen,
blood.
that's a lie.
No, some dudes don't take it because
No, that's a lie. My husband has diabetes. He takes pills like that, and
well, yeah,
there
everything
ain't
is
no
not
problem.
100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everything-
I think maybe for
Oh
older
yeah, I
men,
do what
maybe.
you're saying. Yeah, because if you're older dude
Yeah.
on blood pressure, yeah, it make it harder for it to go.
Yeah, that's what
Okay,
I'm saying.
that makes
We don't
sense.
have issues with him getting hard or
Okay.
sex issues,
That
and I
makes
know
sense.
a lot of older
Shout
men,
out to you, brother.
They but
Hey,
I know,
that's
but
my
no,
fear.
I think it's just our chemistry because the woman he was with before me,
Probably.
he was like, I don't, I can't fuck her. We don't. It won't get up, but when I'm with you,
I've had that before
it gets
too.
up. So I think I don't know if it's just our chemistry. I'm not sure, but
dick be numb.
Yeah,
I said dick be knowing.
Oh,
yeah, like
I thought you said numb.
It know who it belongs to. It do.
Your dick know where it don't belong.
This is not home.
It know who it belongs to.
This is not home.
Thank you, because he was married to this girl. He was with this girl and everything.
So you saying the dick be like, why are we here?
Why we here? You know what home make a home.
It is some women out here that
for real.
The sex with them be so goddamn
immaculate.
Yeah, you just like fuck. Fuck. I'm gonna be where I'm gonna make this
anything she want me to do. I'm
doing. Bro.
Whatever you want.
I love it.
And I be so scared to run across something like that.
I love it because that's how my husband is.
Woo, that is number 2 on my list.
I love it.
Quit. Marcus, I heard some girl got you pussy whipped.
I love it. I be like, baby, can I have? Baby, can I get? And my husband, yes, baby, whatever you want.
Hey, hold on. You staying on? I was about to.
Go ahead.
I'm about to ask y'all this.
Ask a real retarded question.
No.
Come on,
Can
you rotate that thing?
Can I rotate? It don't rotate.
Yes,
I'm a little cold.
Come on, man. You supposed to be on my side.
Rotate that thing.
That shit don't rotate.
Thank you, Mo.
Oh, spoiled light skin
right, he's
motherfucker,
spoiled
bro.
and he want us to burn up on video.
I be telling him all the time that.
Spoiled, babe.
First of all, it's
light
cool
skin.
in here.
I don't listen
Yeah,
to.
it's cool over there, bro.
I don't listen to no dark skinned dude
Oh,
who.
that feel good.
Hey,
I wanted this question.
she got all that ice. I wanted to know.
Yeah,
I wanted to know if y'all hold women accountable who got unrealistic expectations.
Yes. I just remember I said something about that. How you gonna be expecting certain stuff when you can't even accomplish, like a woman. They'll go out with these men on these first dates, right? And order the most expensive thing on the menu. But if you was by yourself, you wouldn't do that. Or you'll say, oh, this man gotta have a car, he gotta have a house, he gotta have this. But you don't even got
But that air match would be like.
Thank you. You don't even got that. You see, that's so yes. I go in on these females. I love females, but don't expect certain things when you can't give it. How you gonna be all the way up here, but you all the way down here, baby? No. Or your mattress on the floor.
He supposed to. That's the man job to help you level up. That's what they. That's what they be saying.
It's not, because one thing about it, I had a check before I met my husband.
I mean, your story different.
I had no.
Everybody ain't able.
It don't matter. It don't matter because even if I was at Burger King, Burger King, I would have had a check. I would have been stealing from Burger King and stacking my money. I would have had a check.
She would have had them. Sir, our credit card machine down. They took all the cash. My homie used to do that every week.
I definitely hold women accountable.
Yes.
I definitely hold women
Because
accountable.
we do
I also
that.
hold these men accountable as well with their unrealistic views and visions of women. It's just like, bro, no.
Nah.
You're horrible. You're horrible. You might be a good guy. You might be a good dad. You might be good in all those things, but you're horrible, dude. Like
Guys.
It's horrible, dude. Like you got this bitch here. You got this one over here. And then you got one calling your phone. You gotta hold your own self accountable.
I just tell guys, be realistic in your location. If you ain't getting what you want here, the world is your oyster, baby.
That's right.
Just and we know enough guys that do it. Sometimes I really want to. I have to talk to women real different than I talk to men. Men, level up. The world is your oyster. Women, you better get on it sooner than later. You better
get on what now?
Get on it sooner than later. Stop. Women think that they got all the time in the world,
to wait on the goddamn.
and they think that they can compare themselves like men. So once I'm 30 plus, I got my stuff together. I got all this money.
Yeah.
I should be able to get the
Nah,
man.
You can't do that.
I should be able to get this top man.
Time run out with us.
I don't. Again. Right. But
A
again,
lot of women
you're
are
doing
waiting longer and
possibility.
longer to have children because they're focused on their careers,
And that's not good.
At all.
No,
Hold on.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Again,
Hold up.
we at
Two
possibility
sides.
versus probability.
Thank
I'm
you.
saying,
It's two
I'm
sides to
saying
that,
if a man respects you and you're getting your money, then he should not make you choose between your career and love.
You're right about that,
That's
but
dumb.
I don't agree with.
I would never choose love over my career.
No. You're right about that, but I don't agree with
Never.
waiting real late to have kids. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I agree with
women, but
no.
with technology and stuff right now, you can.
No.
Shit,
You
you
don't
think
have
I'm
to
taking
have
my
kids.
chance
You
with
don't
you?
have to
Let's
have-
have hold on. Let me and Miko have this very honest conversation, right?
No.
Because you're thinking about you.
No, I'm talking about women in general.
No. I'm not saying you as an individual. I'm thinking about this category of women, right? This category of women who are 30 plus,
Yes.
getting their shit together, got their own blah 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 blah. what do those men want? Do those men want
Right.
30-plus-year-old women
With
who
babies,
either,
yeah.
regardless of if they got a baby or
A lot
not,
of them do.
all right,
No, a lot of
Hit-
us want to have sex.
right, but
we come to
we're
keep it.
saying,
I want a woman that's. I always advise young women this, especially in their 20s. Yeah, you can always travel. You can always. That world ain't going nowhere. You can always travel. You're gonna always build your career. Always be building your career. Your space to find a good man who's gonna commit to you and especially married to you, that window is small.
Very small.
and you are who your habits say you are, right?
It doesn't matter if you choose love over your career or not. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be.
Man.
What works for you. You should not be telling no 20-year-old women the world is not your fucking oyster and you should be trying to find a man. That's dumb as shit.
No, ain't nobody say that. I'm saying if your goal is going to be one, I don't think that you should. It's a lot of women out here, and I got a friend I just dogged out personally for this. She said, well, if it come down to it, I'm just going to have a kid and then I'm going to focus on my career. And I said, where
Where the daddy gonna be at?
it's not,
Right.
it's not, if she said I would like one,
No.
but I don't,
She mean like going like.
That's just like I don't agree
She
with
said-
these women
she-
that have
regardless.
surrogates and
Right.
they don't have
she'll go,
fathers
she'll
Right.
go do it
in these
naturally.
kids' life. That's why
Right.
these kids so messed up now.
Right. That's why
I
they have
don't
selling
agree
water
with
on the
that.
corner.
I do
goddamn.
not agree with that. If you don't have a daddy father figure
agree.
don't have no child,
I
care how much
agree.
money
No, I
you
don't agree
got,
with that
how
because
many
we gotta
surrogates
be
you can
honest.
have.
It's a good
Every
thing
child
to
is
have
daddy.
a dad in your life.
Every
But
child
we're
is
not gonna sit up here
daddy.
and act like some of these daddies
They
that
don't
have
care
fucked
all
up
the
their
time.
daughters
No,
now.
they don't.
No,
It ain't
listen,
cool with
we
that.
we not gonna keep going to the sum, the
Right.
few. We not. I'm trying to. If I
not the
ever get,
few.
listen,
It's a
no,
lot
no.
of them.
If
but
I'm
at the end of
ever,
the day, I'm not finna bring no child in this world and I ain't got no daddy for this
It's
child.
irresponsible.
That's irresponsible.
To
It's
do it
selfish.
intentionally
It's
is
selfish.
irresponsible as hell.
Intentionally,
Yeah.
but shit
That
happens.
junk is
But
Right.
yeah, we're not talking about the shit
No,
that
we ain't
happens.
talking about what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Just intentionally,
Yeah,
like people
you
that
saying, yeah.
surrogates and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, who gonna help you with the
Exactly.
baby? Like, it's just so
You
many
just thinking about
factors.
yourself.
Moms, if you want to have a baby out there
I
in the
don't agree.
untraditional way, do what works for you.
no,
Do what works
because
for you.
You
Listen,
gotta consider
are
a
you-
man.
no, no.
Don't consider a man.
Want me to tell you when you say that?
It's
No,
a
no,
lot
no.
harder to raise
No,
that kid.
hold on.
Raise a child
She said
like
she
that.
won't tell
Especially
her.
a
No matter
boy.
how much money you got.
Especially a little boy.
It's the difference between she can go like we said earlier. She can have those father figures around, maybe her brother.
Yeah,
maybe
but
her uncle.
intentionally.
But everybody
that's
ain't
by
got
mistake.
that though, Mo.
Yeah.
You
But
gotta
that's
think
what
about.
she wants. That's what she wants.
Wait,
But
hold
it's
on.
not about her. It's about the
That's what she
kid.
wants.
It's about what's best for the kid.
Okay, but if that's what you can't tell no woman who don't have a man if
But
she
that's
wanna have
selfish,
kids.
Mo, 'cause it's
to
about
not
what's
have one.
best
It's
for the
selfish
child.
you.
Yeah, it's
Okay, who are you to say she's not gonna be able to give that child
No,
what she needs?
the
You don't know
when
the
you a
support.
parent, it's
You
about
don't know the
being-
support that she has
No, no,
around
no.
her.
When you a
You even
parent,
said
it's
earlier,
about doing
it's
what's
about
best
having
for
that
the
father
child.
figure in
No,
your life.
that's a
That's what I
compensation
think.
tactic.
It's about being.
Like, for real.
Listen.
For me, it's about doing what's best for my child.
Yeah.
If I don't think
How
that
they
that's
life.
best, I'm
No.
not gonna do. I
Every
don't.
situation is
I don't
different.
agree
Well, let's
with
look
that.
at let's
Because
okay.
Hold
well,
on,
let's-
hold on. We
let's
can't
look-
all-
let's look at it realistic.
we can't all overtalk
Hold on,
each
hold on,
other.
Let's look at it realistic.
Can't all overtalk each other.
Okay, yeah.
Hey,
All
hey,
right, Kevin. All right.
we can't all
All right,
overtalk each
okay,
other.
Kevin. All right.
We can't
So-
all talk at the same time.
So what I was saying, if you look at this logically, look at how kids who grow up without dads develop versus kids who grow up with their dads
And also,
in the
in
household.
caveat, look at the ones who grow up with abusive dads in the
Right.
house as well.
Okay,
But you
hold on,
comparing
hold on,
a
hold on,
unhealthy
hold on,
dynamic.
No, hold on.
No, I'm just saying.
Let's
it's the
go
same
with that. Hold on.
thing.
Let's go with that. Let's go with that.
Just because you have a dad in the house, that doesn't mean you're gonna
Let's
turn out to be this.
let's
perfect
go with
person.
that.
Which is so true.
Right.
So true.
Let's go
So
with that.
true.
Let's go with that.
So true.
Logically, most kids who come up in abused households, most kids who are molested, most runaways come up in single parent households where the dad isn't there.
What's
The biological father isn't there. It's on the national abuse statistics website. They pull from the juvenile of each state. They pull from the reported records of each state. These are scientific facts. You can look this up. I didn't speak on these panels out of how I feel. I spoke on these panels after doing research, and they followed me and followed the work I did. These are facts. This is why I preach and push marriage a lot, especially in our community, because we suck at it the most, and it affects us the most. That's why we can't build wealth, because we're trying to do it alone. We're literally the only community who think as singles we can build a community of wealthy people. If you go to And if you go to any Alpharetta, any suburban neighborhood,
it's
you
mom and dad's in the household.
Yeah, you're not going to
even
any,
up there where
not
I stay
one suburban
They
neighborhood
come
in
to all the
America
parent-teacher
that's
conferences,
majority single
yeah,
persons
it's
living in the
not.
suburban.
It's not.
But you go to the hood, you go to where it's
even
fucked
if
up
it's
at.
woman and woman married.
Yeah,
it's
it's
two
all.
people.
It takes two.
For real. It's two people.
It just logically. Again, we're not talking about feelings. We're not talking about opinions. We're talking about logics here. You have to. It takes two to raise a healthy child. It just does. And somebody got to be there when somebody not there. It just does.
Yeah.
So it's very irresponsible of us to intentionally
do that.
Continue to push that or bring children into this world not being well protected, well grounded, well supported. They need that too.
And it's not about telling a woman what to do with her body.
Right.
Because
it's
we
about
get
what's
into
best for the child.
we get into the woman's body discussion as a consequence of.
Because it's my body, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Right.
I'm gonna pop them
you
out.
should.
If I want to pop them out,
you
I'm
should
gonna keep my baby. I'm gonna keep my
I
baby.
respect the woman who does that
You should.
versus the woman who has thousands of abortions.
I totally agree.
I respect that.
Because you just got a whole abortion bank, like. What for?
That's it, like the thing. Like we have to understand. All of our decisions have consequences. Every decision has a consequence. We just have to keep in mind that how consequential will it be?
And I want to say, just to add on to that, single moms have raised some of the most resilient, some of the most strong, some of the most.
It can be done.
Yeah,
it can definitely be done.
Individuals
and most of the men in jail.
Facts.
That's true too.
Fact.
A lot of single mamas don't raise a lot of good men too.
They have.
Hold on.
The thing, they had support and help too. They didn't do it by themselves.
Let's hold on.
Whether it be
that's true too.
mama, daddy, uncle.
I don't want this like negative connotation that's like.
They don't get a lot of credit, but that's true too.
No.
Because a lot of grandparents don't raise these kids too. So let's just be
that's a
fact.
That's a fact. And aunties.
Yeah, so
that's fact.
Let us just simple like this. When we talk about mothers, I'm not putting no negative connotation. We're talking about I'm talking about mature people making mature decisions.
Yeah.
When I'm talking about it, I'm saying, why would a 30-plus-year-old woman who, quote unquote, has her own, went to school, supposed to be able to think logically and stuff like that, why is that the same person that says, well, I can't get along with a man, this ain't gonna happen in no way, shape, or form, I'm going to just go out?
She's probably been hurt. You don't know what her story is.
Because now you are making excuses for her.
I'm not making
and
excuses.
Her.
That's
That's
not
what
an excuse.
If you're hurt, go heal.
He literally just said himself just a few minutes ago. It's hard for him to be vulnerable because people have hurt him.
Right.
Okay, so if this woman has been hurt thousands of times, in her mind she may feel that way.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be bringing no kids in this world. If he was a grown, we tell men we are super hard on men. If you a man, we tell men this. We tell men this, regardless of how you feel, motherfucker, your body, your temple shit, bro. If your shit ain't together financially, you don't need to be having no goddamn babies.
She probably has her shit together financially. She probably have all this shit together.
If a man had all his shit together,
she's like, okay, well, I can do this.
If your mind poisoned, if you not healed, why in the hell would you bring a baby into this situation?
That's her.
Amen.
Whatever.
But you know, that's why, honestly, that's why I feel like a lot of stuff that's going on today because a lot of people aren't healed and they're bringing kids into the world and they're not raising them properly. If you healed and you financially stable and you know this what you want to do, and I say go for it. But if you know you got problems in your life, I don't agree with it. But just because I don't agree with it, I'm not gonna tell you not to do it. But if you know you got issues and you know you got stuff, I don't bring no child. Go heal first before you do that. Well, but if you feel like you got your shit together,
right? If you got your shit together, right? If you got your shit together and you the exception to the rule, do your motherfucking thing. But if you're not the exception, right? 1%. You got that 1%. Now that's what 99% don't understand. Right. There's a 1%. I'll tell you all this. I'll tell y'all this. When I was heavy in mentoring and I was at court one time for this teenage boy. He was 14 years old, and they were sentencing him to juvenile. He's supposed to do 3 years, right? And he said they caught him for selling drugs. And it was like, the judge asked him, like, why you out here selling drugs? Like, you got your sister at home, you got your mom at home, you supposed to be in school and shit. You skipping school doing all this dumb shit?
Because he probably had to take care of
Here's what he said. 14 years old. 14. He said, I got tired of seeing my mama struggle. I got tired of having to rely on my mom to provide me with food, clothes, me and my sister.
Just basic stuff that she couldn't do.
He went out there trying to get J's and that fresh. He was just trying to provide the essentials. He was trying to be less of a burden on his mom. And said he wanted to help his mom and his sister out to have things so his mom not have to worry about him and his sister. 14.
And let me ask you this. Let's talk about what's more healthy situation? What's the best dynamic?
Whatever works
Hold
for
on.
you.
Hold on. A healthy single parent or a healthy 2-parent household?
Whatever works best for you.
Which one is which
Best.
one would
Whatever
one do you
works
think?
best for you.
But if we can do both, why not do both?
Whatever works.
So
best
you
for
don't think you don't think a healthy 2-parent home is ultimately going to create
I think whatever works best for that person works best for them.
But what
Wait,
about
you
the
said
kid?
two-person.
A healthy.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
like comparing
Yeah.
the abusive dynamics
Okay.
with a healthy single
Yeah.
person.
I think a healthy 2-dynamic household is better, but it's not everybody.
No,
And that's because you were raised that way. So you
Yes,
don't know anything
I
other
don't
than
know
that.
anything else.
Right, but
You don't know
we
if
was
they're
raised in.
positive or not.
None of
I
us
don't
was
know.
raised in
You're
You're
healthy.
looking at single mama parents.
Right. None of us
here.
was raised in
I
healthy
wasn't
dynamics.
raised like
We it's one
but I'm
thing
just
to.
saying it may work better
But
for
we
you to
didn't-
be
we-
single.
but
I
we
don't
even
know.
it never-
You know, I don't
Whatever
know.
works
I
best
just
for you.
know.
Well, I'm telling you what the
I
numbers say.
came out
This is
great,
what- this-
and I had a 2-person household.
We talk about how
But I
strong.
don't
We talk
know
about the
nobody else.
overcoming that a lot of people had to do. Right.
Yeah.
Just it's simply in a lot of the numbers. Who makes more money?
I mean, statistically,
Who makes more- right.
But like, why these college educated women keep ignoring the numbers? How can you only apply the numbers in college?
Women, listen, and I'm a woman. This
Yeah.
is the era where women feel like we're independent and we can do it on our own.
Right. But if
And
I
that's just
listen,
that.
let's
We
say
make
this.
the same money y'all make.
But we don't
It's
want y'all to
more
do it
than
on your
what
own.
And I understand that, but some women don't feel like they don't need a man to dictate them how to
Right.
raise
But
them.
is that a
It's-
healthy way to think?
It's not, but
I believe
I
that.
feel like it's not, but to them they feel like it is.
Right,
So I can't
right.
judge what nobody.
Let-
Only thing I can do is say kudos to you.
Right.
And I wish you the best, but
Right.
I wouldn't choose that.
We
Right.
get
I
so
don't agree
used
with
to
it.
struggling.
I agree to that.
We get so used to struggling and operating at that level of
We
struggle.
think it's normal.
Right.
that
So
we
so
normalize.
so here's the thing.
We normalize
Right.
it.
So here's the thing. We it's not. We don't want to make it seem as if it's a joke. We're just raising the conversation and the information and the awareness. That's all it is. It's not a right or wrong thing, because as adults, we all know people gonna do what the fuck they want.
Exactly.
To do at
It's
the
not
end
a
of the
right
day.
or wrong thing
Right.
about being an adult.
Right.
You're going to do what's work best for you.
Right.
You need a hug? You want to hug it out? It's a little tension.
No,
Bring it in.
No, I'm good.
Come on.
This man said bring it in.
Bring it in.
Right.
I had to do that. I be doing that to my wife, man.
Look, wife gonna slap you shit out of his ass.
No.
You want to hold it, hug it, no, you don't
Baby,
hug me like
baby,
that.
it was only one arm.
I was on the couch with you the other day. You
We
didn't
be-
want me to come over.
You
we
didn't
be
even
having
cuddle
a-
with me.
We be
Hey,
having
you
to hug
talking
it out all the time.
Yeah,
After
I love my
important.
we need that closeness after something that's a little
Yeah,
tension.
I agree.
You need conversation and you
I
need
agree.
closeness, because the longer you separate, and that's what sometimes when you come to marriage, you get so the worst when they say don't go to sleep angry. I don't necessarily believe that.
No, that's true though, because I wake up angry when I go to sleep angry.
Right,
It's
but I'm the
not good.
opposite, right? But I
You
am.
wake up happy when you go to sleep angry?
I need time to get away from my feeling about
Okay.
it.
I feel like most men are like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But the cognitive
I
part of
agree.
me says I know what my wife need.
Yeah.
So now we gon' babe, come on, hug it out.
Okay, you know what? Back to the black man question.
Yeah.
Which one?
Why do y'all
Oh, that one.
always start shit and then be acting like we cool 10 minutes later?
Oh, because we let that shit go.
We ain't ready to let that
Especially
shit
him.
go. We
Especially
ain't ready. Why
him.
do y'all
That
do
shit go.
that?
Oh, that
I
shit
just
dead,
really
baby.
want- 'cause
For the-
my
Shit dead,
husband
baby.
Stay doing that shit.
Let me give you-
I got on my last nerve and then 10 minutes later.
It's
babe.
just like this, right?
No, I'm not your baby.
You ever hold on? You ever
It's
fought?
like, hey, come on,
Hold on, watch this, Miko. You ever fought one of your homegirls? Like fist fought?
Now you and Mo just said y'all tumble.
Have you
But
ever-
that went out home
That
girl
right.
though.
Oh.
But
She went
have you?
nobody to us.
That was I don't fight my homegirl.
We
Right.
know- I ain't
Guys?
fought my homegirl before.
Yeah,
We'll fight each other
Yeah, we don't fault some homies.
and still be cool, because it just need to get that aggression
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And that aggression just lasts in that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you be like, wait a
That's
minute,
true
y'all
fuck.
would just. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm
true
just
as fuck.
saying,
That's why you
everybody
don't get in your homeboys
We
mad drama.
don't just bounce back like y'all
Yeah.
do.
But
That's all I'm saying.
the
Our
healthy,
feelings be hurt.
right? But the healthy part is that it needs to be processed.
Yeah, it does
right?
need to be processed. Eventually,
How much time do y'all need?
But
I need about a day. I'm being my feeling about a day.
Damn.
And then my husband be like, okay, let's go.
How much time you need,
and I'll be okay.
Don't leave me alone for the
Nah,
whole day.
I hold a grudge for a week on your ass.
My husband know he
about
feed
me.
me.
I
I'm
don't
cool.
stay
Just
mad
feed
for
me
a
and
long
I'm
time.
cool. That's all you gotta do. Just feed me and we back.
Oh, word, that's it. See?
Bring her tacos. Call her pretty.
That's doable. But yeah,
Rub on my booty or something. We back.
that's what I be wanting to get to. Like, all right, baby, you know it's all good, baby. Let me just because if I let that shit go, that shit worth letting go. Because if I hold on to some shit, it's really some shit.
It's serious.
Yeah, it's really some shit now. Like, it's dangerously some shit in this motherfucker. But so if I'm ready to let this shit go, babe, let this shit go. Because we pick this bitch back up again. I'm not putting this bitch down to like you got to do something drastic for this shit to goddamn alter. You know what I'm saying? But so that's why we do shit like that.
Okay.
For peace. We want peace.
After y'all be done starting shit, then y'all want peace. But hey.
Sometimes we don't start shit. It's just a difference of opinion. Yeah. You like the toilet paper over? We want it under.
All right, I'm gonna ask y'all one last question before we get up out of here. Looking back at the young girls that y'all once were, when y'all used to wear the barrettes and the slouch socks.
I still wear my slouch socks.
Okay, all right.
We did a photo shoot with our slouch socks.
You ain't from Atlanta if you don't know nothing about no slouch socks.
Exactly.
You ain't from the city. But all right, so back when y'all was young, if y'all were young women, let's say 13, 12 years old, and looking at the women that you are matured to today, grown to today, what would those young girls have to say about the women that you two have become? And let's start with Mo.
Why you start with?
Because I know your ass eager to get back on that phone.
Mo got a date.
Yeah, apparently, she's setting up a few dates.
She
She curving one for the other. Goddamn.
No.
It depends on what they eat.
Making sure my kids straight.
Okay.
What was the question again?
Gosh. If the 13-year-old version of you, if she was to walk up to you today, the 13-year-old version of Mo, what would she have to say about you? What would be her response to the woman that you've become today?
I'm fucking awesome. She'd be proud of me.
Give us something like what would that look like? Like what would she? Why would she have to say that?
Because I mean, I've done a lot. I've accomplished a lot. My kids are healthy. I'm healthy. So it's a lot of stuff to be thankful for.
She can be like, he look like me.
It's a lot of stuff to be thankful for.
Okay. What about you, India?
The bomb.
She might swing on your ass. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I feel like she'd be like, I'm awesome.
Yeah, my 13-year-old me will be like, bitch, you lit. No, real shit. Real shit. Like, I've grown a lot. I've matured a lot. I've accomplished a lot, and I'm only 33. So that's a big thing. I just,
What about, and one more thing from y'all, what advice would y'all give to women, because y'all started y'all businesses, y'all started y'all podcasts. There's a lot of women out there who are too afraid to do things like that. A lot of them due to their age, a lot of them due to they might not have the money or even the time, because they might have kids too, you know what I'm saying, the family to take care of. What advice would y'all give them to be able to go out and take those chances to start that business or start that podcast?
Take a leap of faith. Just do it.
Meditate on
Don't
it.
doubt yourself.
If it feels right, then it's right.
Yeah. Just do
Burn
it.
some sage?
Well, I don't know. Can you burn that sage? Be done burnt your own self out.
Nah, my kids hate with that shit. It's like,
Word.
The kids don't like that.
They do not like waste stage.
You know what the equivalent of burning sage is nowadays? Remember back in the day when our mom used to
Incense. I knew
put that shit in the
I knew he was finna say
you know what I'm
that.
saying? Or put that shit in the pot.
And boil
I used to
it,
hate
boil
that
it,
shit.
What, that
You put the
Fabuloso or
incense
something?
on the pot.
Awesome.
I do both.
Word.
It's like
I ain't
I
never did the
oils.
pot,
If I
though.
get oils, I just put it in the pot and
For
boil
real?
it.
I ain't never did
Take the
that.
pot around the house.
Do you put water in the pot?
Yeah.
Damn, I never knew you
And
could
then
do
just
the oil.
drop the oil in there.
Do it smell like a candle or something?
It's like if it's peppermint. It smells like peppermint.
I don't know
It's a
nothing
different
about
way. It's a different way.
I just spray Febreze.
Nah, it's a different way. I
Air
do a lot
freshener.
of different things.
I would say if the younger me saw myself now, he'd be like, oh shit, that's cool as fuck.
Right.
He'd be like, bro, you doing all that, and you got wet girl, show me that girl again. He would want to see the girl. He definitely gonna want to see the girls. But he'll be extremely proud, extremely happy. We got on what? We do what? I can go anywhere. I can eat as many pickles as like he do shit like.
Wait, you said pickles?
Yeah, I love pickles as a kid. Like, cause I couldn't get the pickles because there used to be so many of us in the house. I could only get pickles once in a blue moon, and I love pickles. Hell yeah, them big jar. At one point, we was You
said it was a lot of y'all. How many of y'all?
We stayed in the 3-bedroom section of their house, and that's in time in Roswell, on Section 8, 3 bedrooms.
Me either.
He found them 3
I know
units.
they got based on income.
He was on that list for a long time.
Right.
How many of y'all was staying in the house?
12.
Like Mexicans.
They used to have sheets up in the house, section off.
Yeah, we had.
Get out my
Fans
space.
in the window.
I bet it was hot in that motherfucker.
They had fans
What?
in the window. Y'all didn't have no fans in the window?
Nah, they had no fan. I used to hate the bug that would come in through the fans, but
yeah.
but yeah, it was a lot of us in that motherfucker. So yeah.
All your mama's kids?
Nah, shit.
If it's 12 of them in there, they could play the AC bill.
Nah, but we had it was my mom. It was my mama kids and family members.
Okay.
Cause we always move family members in with us. All fucking.
Your mama
One family a room.
She the caretaker of the family.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
okay.
That's why. Right. That today.
I think the most of us it was like 8.
Where the fuck 8 of y'all come from?
I got an aunt that always used to get married, but in between marriages we lived with them once. So it was my mom and her 3 kids.
I'm done.
And then my aunt and her 3 kids, and we used to live like it was a split level, so we used to live in the basement.
How many times you get married?
She probably on her 3rd or 4th marriage. No.
Between marriages.
Well, it wasn't all. Me and my brothers did, but my mom was upstairs in another room.
I'm trying to see the positive, you know.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Don't think we was in our own flow, cause at any time we would be let known that the girls would come downstairs and play and all
But
that.
that was still y'all own little flow.
No, it wasn't. It was whatever section of the basement we could get at the time.
Oh shit!
I'm
So,
upstairs to my own house.
You know how,
Right.
just like your kids wake you up early in the morning, we would get woken up early in the morning when my cousins wanted to come downstairs and play the game and watch TV. And my aunt used to have a daycare in the house. Wow. So we would have to get up early.
Y'all had a lot going on.
Y'all violating all types of codes.
Yes.
Ain't no code, bro. Code is survival.
OMG.
What you mean?
And then what would the younger Mark say to you today? The 13-year-old Mark say to you?
I think he'd be proud, cause I ain't think I would go to college. I ain't think I ain't think about 30. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, you see everybody around you, they just doing whatever they doing right now. Then it was like Sandlot. They'll just disappear.
This man said Sandlot.
Bro, that's a lot. That
one of my favorite movies.
was life as a black kid. You see, and then you just don't see people for a long time, and you just hear about them, all your cousins or whatnot. So only thing you could think about is you don't even think about where you gonna be. You just like that was the last time I really like lived in the moment. Everything else was just planning for the future.
My goal is to always live in the moment.
I gotta work on that.
Key. Me too. I gotta work on that. I'm terrible at that.
Being appreciative of what's going on right now.
Hey,
you smoke a lot of weed, don't you?
Why you say that?
Because she be so chill.
Yeah, bro. She be in her Erykah Badu vibe. I bet, bro. Big ass T-shirt, little bitty panties on, blunt in the hand, editing shit. Goddamn.
That's why I love her. She just be chilling.
I'm just saying, like,
she the cool one, calm one.
I really am. But it's funny because I'm not,
She not, because she would turn
up. But out of both of us.
Yes, she's the most laid back.
It's always the big titty ones that always be wild as fuck. Always. Oh, they always will cut your ass. They always will all the fuck shit.
I'm done.
Big booty girls about it. But them ones with the big titties, they wow.
She meditate for them, not for her. She
exactly right. I'm gonna pray for you.
I have to. My goal is to never let somebody take me out of character. The last person that made me do that was because he was fucking the shit out of me.
Oh,
I'm done.
So good dick is the key.
Man, what? You know how you gonna crack right?
I'm just saying. Obviously, it wasn't good dick because if it was good dick, I wouldn't have been going crazy.
Oh, damn.
Where have you acting?
Damn, so Lil Peen, what got that?
No, I'm just saying, like overall, it wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But I'm just saying, I'm just trying to let you know, like that was the last time. Like you cannot take me out my element.
Yeah, she don't. She don't.
Just can't.
It should be like India. Okay, chill out. Yeah, she. Yeah.
I'm all right.
She's really.
I'm gotta go.
Yeah, she's really.
Damn, bro.
But I don't know because if old girl was showed up.
Who, Amita?
Oh
my God. But I wouldn't have did nothing to Amita because Amita has mental health. See, I'm very
Is that
big.
the homegirl?
I'm very big on not putting black women down.
Is Amita the homegirl?
No, we jump. No.
Right.
I'm so big on that.
Oh, okay.
She said we jump.
Big on not putting
yeah.
black women down right now.
Yeah.
We used to jump people back in the day. I used to fight bitches all the time. I never respected bitches back in the day.
No.
But
Mo
now,
had a mouth.
I never.
Mo would
always
tell
fighting.
you something slick and be like, I'm about to pop this bitch. Like, that's Mo. She'll hurt your feelings.
I'm completely different.
Yeah, she's
My
but Mo will really hurt your
like,
feelings.
wow.
Yeah, no, she will. Like,
that's what we doing now.
She's one of them that'll tell you
really
something
not
that
about to
really
pop
hurt
this bitch
you.
in the mouth right now?
Yes, like she one of them that like, okay, this bitch talking to
now.
my
I'm one of those per my last email.
Yeah, she not like that. She not like that no more. She not like
that. If you don't remember it, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Right.
You're shit out of luck. That's what it sounds like.
All right, y'all wild as shit. All right, so where can let's tell the people in closing, where can they meet y'all? Where can they, find y'all, follow y'all, support y'all businesses? That stuff.
You can follow our page at Real Talk with Mo and India on IG and Instagram.
That's M-O? Mo?
Yeah, M-O.
Yeah.
And India, I-N-D-I-A. And then you can follow all of my business pages. Sophisticated Brows on IG. So that's sophisticated_brows with a Z. And then you have Shed It Fast, Fat Eraser Cream. That's spelled out one word. And then my main page is also Your India. You. Also You India. With the U.
Okay.
Because I done made her some videos and stuff.
Yes,
I know all her handles.
It's also You India. And if you guys want to follow my Sister's Concessions, it's my Sister's Concessions on IG.
Okay.
One word.
Okay.
That's it.
Shit. Give them the beeper number 2, guys.
Hard to follow after that. But of course, I'm going to say it again. Y'all go ahead and get my book, Trainwreck. It's available on Amazon, Mohill Trainwreck. You can also purchase it on my website, mohill.net. And if you need a website created, if you need me to ghostwrite anything, you can go ahead and book that on my page.
Like ghostwrite songs?
Like books.
Okay,
go. Again, you know how we said earlier, niggas be lazy. Not saying India is lazy. She got a lot of shit. She got a lot of shit.
Not you niggas.
Right now.
Other niggas.
That's a niche. That's for real.
I don't have time.
Yeah.
And she's a great book writer, so I'm like,
dope.
Right. You go ahead and get that book, Trainwreck. You go ahead and see. You can follow me on Facebook at Mo Hill. You can follow me on Instagram at TheeMoHill #1 because I got kicked out of my last one, so it's TheMoHill1.
What y'all be
the
doing?
One at the end, please, thank you.
Bitches on Instagram.
It's a long story, and
you're not supposed to fight on your live, Mo.
You can also follow me on TikTok too, Mo Hill.
She be killing it on TikTok. Please follow her on TikTok, y'all. She be going in on man.
I just love creating content, and I love making people laugh.
Big TikToks.
And
it's the easiest way to do it is on TikTok.
And where can you watch the podcast at?
Our YouTube.
We have a YouTube.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Mo Hill. Like I said again, it was Black as Fuck with Mo Hill first, and then now we're Real Talk. I just didn't change the name because it's hard to get followers on fucking YouTube.
Exactly.
It's extremely hard.
And we need all our followers like
Facts. Facts. Listen, we would love to have y'all back eventually. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this has been.
You gotta bring her back for the stripper episode.
Hey.
You said what?
For the stripper episode.
Oh yeah, big facts.
Y'all need an OG. Y'all need a current.
Yeah, we need you to goddamn spot check. Make sure she tell them the goddamn truth. Cause you know, man. The least I made tonight was probably like 2,000.
We gonna call her out.
The most you made was you owe them tip out.
We gonna call her out.
200.
All right. So y'all know y'all can find us Black Men and Cigars Podcast on YouTube. Shout out to our subscribers. Y'all know y'all can find us on Instagram as well. Black Men and Cigars Podcast on Instagram, and then you can find me on Instagram at Fearless Black Men.
Hey, you can find me on IG at bensocial.distancing. You can hit me up on Facebook at Mark Anthony, and make sure y'all subscribe to our Patreon.
Yes.
And so that's Black Men and Cigars Podcast.
Yes. So appreciate y'all. Submit those questions. Yes. Appreciate y'all ladies again. Real Talk Podcast. Man, this has been fun. This we've had some viral moments. We've had some unexpected guests. And we appreciate y'all for real. So appreciate y'all for real.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.